I must admit, it got to like.
Well, I've only spoken to him a little bit about what's going to happen tonight, but yeah, he was a little bit shocked at what had happened in the last session. So
Yeah.
So, we have rolled back from last session 30 minutes where the party had departed the pool and made its way up to the gates of the abbey. We find ourselves back in time, 30 minutes, at the pool in Crescent. Only minutes ago, some villagers had screamed at the atrocities that they had seen perpetrated at the pool. The breaking of the statue of the Morning Lord and it being tossed into their sacred pool. Other obscene acts from quite cold, both-hearted.
I'm internally heated.
And otherwise characters, namely Kozron. And as the scene opens, it focuses on the smooth metallic head of Clank,
who,
as he is processing furiously.
yeah, we've decided he's been basically standing in stunned silence.
Oh no, it's stuck in a logic loop.
Go sub.
I'll say what I said to Duncan when I pre-read him this speech. I've still got the tail end of a cough. I don't think I can maintain a loud volume. Also, I don't want to scare everybody else in the house. So you need to imagine that this is an extremely loud and upset speech. You, Kozron! I charge you as an enemy of all the good people of Barovia. Perhaps you are in league with Strahd himself or the other dark powers that torment this place. Time and again I have watched you perform petty mischiefs, but today you go too far. We knew that the needle you carry to be cursed beyond imagining with the foul ability to render mortals' very soul from their body. To watch you knowingly ask someone who only 24 hours ago you claimed was our friend and ally against Strahd to plunge it into this holy lake betrays your essence as evil incarnate. Perhaps you hope once again to play this off as whimsy and not malice, but I will no longer listen to such easy falsehoods as they fall from your lips. This action now forces me to reconsider all your prior foolishness in new light, and to wonder whether you've been set against us from the beginning. You insult our hosts wherever we go by refusing the societal norms of decently clothing yourself. It matters little to me, but I perceive the shock it entails in those we meet. Twice you have seriously harmed your supposed allies in combat with what you claim were unfortunate lapses of concentration, when you incinerated Cub and Grond whilst they were valiantly battling the Blue Worm in our first endeavour together. Okay. And then you targeted Cub when we battled the evil Githyanki at the fortress where they were sheltering Carden from us. You have attacked and slain unprovoked on several occasions the precious wildlife of our domain for your own amusement, not for survival. You have practised wanton vandalism in the poor village of Barovia, already much afflicted due to its proximity to the Evil One's castle, but you had to add insult to injury and start burning the structures there. You encouraged our friend Erin to steal and loot amongst the Vistani while they offered us succour from the perils of the Barovian night, to only then double-cross him and reveal him in the middle of the camp for all to see. You perverted our attempt to slay the evil hags at the windmill by alerting them to our intent long before any others of the party could bring their righteous might to bear on them, indeed nearly getting Erin killed in the process. You continue to loot the fallen wherever opportunity presents itself and conceal that which you find unless you find no use for your spoils. You persuaded Gron to quit our mission of protecting the Lady Irina in the accursed town of Vallaki, somehow commending to him that eating dinner was more important than the task for which we had been paid and to which we had agreed to protect her from the vampires at all costs. You attempted to buy more of the poisoned pies from that hag in Vallaki, no doubt hoping to further fund their evil mission here in this blighted land. And when we fought at the winery, you were, we were told, the sole survivor of our initial encounter with the evil druid. How were you spared and the rest of us vanquished so easily? and of the gem we recovered from Yesterhill, which we were repeatedly informed by everyone else was the ultimate source of the only joy to be found in this accursed realm, and you claimed it to be of Strahd, and that we must relinquish it or be damned. You insisted we bring this Esmeralda with us when she had repeatedly betrayed our trust in her. You claimed she must be the ally of prophecy that Madame Ava foretold of to us. And now you have attempted to remove her very soul from her body. Is this so you can crow over us that the ally we sought is now forever beyond our grasp, her soul permanently imprisoned in the waters of the lake which you have so brazenly defiled? You are false, and I curse the day I met you. You have but one chance to redeem yourself, and that is to undo what you have wrought today, and do it now, or there will be a reckoning. You, Grond, I fear for your salvation too. You have also profaned the lake and the statue to the Morning Lord, but I hope beyond hope that you could be made to see the error of what you have wrought, and that you would repent and repair the hurt you have caused here to me, this town, and the people of Barovia. What say you?
The statue came at me when I fell, so...
It's not his fault.
The throwing it in the lake afterwards definitely his
Yeah,
fault.
that was
That's his fault.
that was my fault.
Because he was Brian.
But, you know, that was my fault. I will agree. But, I have to take it back though. Dinner is always more important than anything.
I will
Except
say,
maybe ale.
it took no convincing there. That was already happening.
I think Aaron's gonna sort of, when you said stealing from the Valaki and like reappeared in the middle of camp, that's making Aaron kind of think, reminisce and be like, he did do like sort of side eye you a little bit, thinking you're setting him up. But also didn't take much convincing to steal things, but to get caught, yes. Grond is perplexed that you spoke that much because he kind of thought you were just making machine noises this whole time.
There we go.
He's just kind of stunned. He doesn't really think about what he does. He's probably not going to think about going forward. But he's kind of like, he's kind of sitting there embarrassed now. Then he got told off for getting angry and throwing a rock man into the pool.
There we go again.
All right.
Have you anything to say, Cosmo?
I do things to further my enjoyment in this land. It is not against those I party with, however, it may seem that at times. There were accidents when we were first starting out. As whenever you're learning, there is always going to be accidents. And I always try to make up with what I've done. In the way of corrupting Grond to go get dinner, that was never a corruption. That was always going to happen. I was simply basically going along with him, I believe. And with Aaron is always up to stealing. I just assisted him with invisibility. I did not quite understand how that spell works, considering I'd only just acquired that recently. However, I can see how it can be seen as against. Now you say I may be in league with Strahd, however, I'm more worried about yourself, Metal Man. You picked up the one gem that was more closely tied to Strahd and the land than anything. Now this gave you an intense power. Where did you think that came from? You think that that is something that is going to be good for us, that is created by Strahd. It is created in the one way to give wine to this land to dull the population and make it that, and yet you seem to think losing that is going to be a bad thing. Then I worry more about your sanity than anything, Metal Man, or your ram in this case. In terms of what has occurred here, I feel I may have overstepped the mark. However, I will point out that Esmeralda has threatened more than one of us in these last hours. And this was done as a more way of making her more useful to us in the coming days. I don't believe we have the power to return it, but I'm not sure we really do want to in this case. I won't stop it from being reversed if that was possible. However, I don't feel that we can. If you truly believe me as evil and as your enemy, that is your decision to make. However, I will continue to travel with us, and I'm more interested to see what goes on in this town.
We still only have your word for it that the gem was of Strahd.
If you believe that, then when we go back, you have powers to look at it and determine what it is. If you truly believe that it is so much more powerful and will aid you in some way,
This isn't about me using it, it's about the party using it.
so you'd be happy for someone else to use it even though it only imbued you with power.
Again, we only have your word for that.
Well, you were glowing green, Clay.
Yes, because I possessed it. Nobody else did.
Yet it seems that this is only each other's word against each other. We have already caused quite a commotion here. I can only
We
imagine
still need to repair the damage that we have done to this lake.
I understand.
I'd like to say one thing in regards to
As
her Ezra. As he points at weird Esmeralda now.
Just like muttering her events.
I'm kind of taking a stab, but if what we've done here has in fact turned the lake into a person, and if that lake is Strahd's brother, which I don't quite understand how that works, because I didn't know you could be related to water. What's going to be more useful in this fight against Strahd than saving Barovia? Weird Esmeralda who tries to fight me all the time, or Strahd's
You
brother.
leap to conclusions. At best, Esmeralda will shake this off from whatever this confusion is, and may not try to kill us. For, quite honestly, a betrayal. At worst, we've unleashed some unknown spirit, and perhaps even killed someone who wished no harm to us and was said to aid us against Strahd.
How many times have we all threatened each other since we've been together?
Yes, and how many times have we done that in this land and not?
How many times has Esmeralda threatened us and she's been with us in the last 2 days?
Threat is perceived in different ways. Safety is another thing. You recently succumbed to a bite from a werewolf, did you not?
It's between me and you. I showed you my nipple. Private.
I will say that there are many interesting perspectives here. You remember the visions. I received a vision after the Druids of Yesterhill. I'm sure each of you also received the same as I saw from your eyes. There was something that you saw. Mine was of Cosron. And thank you bring some interesting perspectives, and perhaps this vision might be true. One way or the other, I do not know. All I know for certain is that it serves only to serve the purpose of causing division amongst us. Whether you wish to believe the prophecies or whatever nonsense, I personally do not care for them. Others here do. Strahd does. All this is doing is creating weaknesses amongst us, distrust, and diverting us from our goal, ultimately, personally, to leave this place. But it seems more and more likely that the only option to that goal is through Strahd. So why then give him further ammunition by arguing amongst ourselves? Yes, there is much to settle, and yes, there is Cosron's word against Clank's word, against Grond's word against Esmeralda's word. We must put these petty differences aside.
these
and
are
work
not
together.
petty. You have profaned the holy lake.
Of this situation aside,
Esmeralda gasps. Hey. And she says in an almost disembodied voice, "Beware, Troubles. The path you tread is shadowed by a fate darker than you know. My brother's curse is but a fragment of the greater doom that stirs. A power older than Barovia awakens. hungry for dominion over life and death. Seek not just the life to vanquish Strahd, but the courage to confront a darkness that transcends this land. Trust will be your shield, yet betrayal will be your undoing. Be there the one who seeks to bind the multiverse in chains. And with that, she suddenly collapses onto the ground.
Great. What can we do?
I'm not going to help her. anymore.
Cub's going to rush over to her and try and check and see.
Okay, do a medicine check.
Most of the people in this land have either been useless or trying to kill us.
That'll be a 23.
That doesn't mean that they deserve to have their souls ripped from their body.
No.
Or
There's
sacred
drool coming
places
from her
moved.
mouth, and she's shuddering, and then suddenly, like, she stops, and she, like, looks up at you, and in her normal voice she goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Please help me up." And she puts her hand up.
Are you alright? Helps her up.
Yeah, and she stops being prone and stands back up. She goes,
See, look, she's fine.
Yeah,
I
she's fine.
felt
Again,
him.
still got a profaned
I
lake.
I feel him. But yet,
Who?
what have you done? And she turns to Kozra.
No. That's
As I said, when this all went out, I wanted to assist you with gaining the power of the Morning Lord. Is that not what just happened? Oh, what was that?
I feel that it's not the Morning Lord I've communed with, and I still feel him, his sense of, he's here now with me. Yet somehow she just pauses.
Do you feel stronger because of it?
I feel definitely not strong, she says. I feel weak. As if my very soul is torn. What was it that you gave me?
I gave you the power.
He lies. The device he gave you was a soul-stealing relic. It's evil.
good job.
I trusted you. I trusted all of you. She goes and her eyes, you note with a 23 that her eyes flicker backwards. And you note that they change colour.
No, this is gonna
The threads of fate are fraying, and shadows gather where light should dwell. A storm beyond my brother approaches. One who would unmake the very fabric of existence. The pieces of the shattered. It's just the whispers of power. But only together you can withstand the coming darkness. Beware, your greatest enemy may be within. And she falls back to the ground.
What did we do now?
Cubs and Rachel, is she's okay again?
Pretty much the same, and then she recovers and she asks for your assistance to stand back up.
Stands back up.
I'm just imagining that scene in Airplane with the panicking woman and the queue of people just waiting to slap her.
Now, Clank, what has occurred here? What's done is done.
No, you will make it right.
I cannot make it right with
You,
the soul.
you
is
have
right.
the ability to cast Purify Food and Drink. You do that on the lake. You remove the bat urine that you poured into it.
Oh, gladly. I will
Get on
gladly
with
do
it.
that.
Point of clarification. I think the bat urine got sprayed out.
Yeah, it attacked on. It hit me.
Yeah.
I don't think
Like,
it's actually
the
in
lake
the lake.
rejected it.
Yeah.
Didn't see that in the video.
Okay.
Sorry. Okay.
So
I
is
wouldn't
Ro-
say
In
that,
that case,
however.
well, we still
And I
need
don't
to...
necessarily recall that. Did I say that?
Yeah, because
Yeah,
I took
you were like,
damage.
it shoots
You-
it back at him.
Food, peed and it shot back up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like
Okay.
it
What?
rejected it.
That's
I mean,
disgusting.
again,
Your DM is powered by whiskey, so it's quite possible.
That's
let me
what
be
I
honest,
recall.
yeah.
I took 3 damage
I-
when you got
yeah.
sprayed by bat piss.
Okay.
No.
Well, that sounds fair enough.
Yeah.
Yes.
High velocity.
Mind you, can I just quickly ask, is anyone else carrying disinspiration at the moment?
No.
No, it's just
I'm carrying inspiration.
Oh, okay, yeah. Just have those. Well, I need disinspirations out because, as per the table rules, I can choose the disadvantage whenever I like.
No.
Or any of you.
Good luck.
You
We're not leaving this place without restoring the statue.
well, hope you can swim.
Don't need to, can walk on the floor of the lake.
That's
Well.
true.
Hop to it, little man.
You're refusing to help.
I don't really. It's bad here in that water. Nah, come on then. You know, bob me up above the water. Let's go.
Clank's going to wade into the lake to try and find the statue.
Can I? How deep is the lake? Am I hanging on your shoulders or what?
So sorry, I missed that. What did you just mount him?
He doesn't know. He doesn't know
I'm
yet.
sorry, I missed the
That's
fairly.
where I was going. Yeah.
Yeah. What?
We don't know. I mean, can we still see the statue, like where he threw it in, or does he throw it into a part where it's sunk?
Are you
completely?
looking? Well, give me a perception check
Yeah.
with advantage because I assume
And
that.
if you are going in, I'll jump
Yeah.
on your shoulders.
If you need to. 19 and a 8. So 19 plus 6. So 25.
You see, the statue is here.
And it is still visible above the water.
Nose below the water.
Okay. Well, Clank's walking in.
Indeterminate amount.
And somebody give me the end of a rope and I'll
I'm
attach
just going
it.
to tie these two ropes together and
Well, you don't. Yeah, just place
You
them
only
on
need
the
one,
screen
don't we?
because
well, I don't know. We don't know how deep this is.
that's 100 foot of rope.
Yeah, I will tie it around this tree.
I
to
reckon if
secure
we
it.
can
Clank goes down
If we
6.
can, if we
sorry,
can still
Clank
see
goes
the
down.
statue,
Yeah.
it's not 100 feet
Clank,
deep.
Clank walks down 4 feet.
Correct.
So you have 96 feet of spare rope. Yeah.
Yeah.
Assuming that maybe you use 3 feet to tie it, so you know,
Yeah.
91 feet.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah, good.
help you pull it out.
Okay, so do you tie around it?
Yep.
Okay, who's tying?
Me,
Clank?
because I'm the one next to
And
it.
you're on his shoulders.
No, he didn't bother.
If it's only that short, I'm just going to pull right next to him.
Okay, so you go back up offshore or in the lake?
I'm about, I don't know, just over ankle deep.
Ankle deep?
Yeah.
Ankle deep in the lake?
Who else is helping?
And I will say to Clank as he walks past at a very low volume, I apologise. My anger it just gets away from me sometimes, right? Don't tell the others.
Esmeralda has
No.
another moment. The shadows grow restless and the veil thins. My brother is but a pawn to a far greater evil, one that seeks not a kingdom, but dominion over all that lives and dies. The light may guide you, but darkness will test your resolve. Steel your hearts, the end is not yet. And she falls down.
Man, that's going to get
Oh,
annoying.
helps right.
Clank, I thoroughly apologise. This is not better.
No, it's not.
Not out of the place.
It's just worse now.
I've somehow turned her into an exposition machine.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Is anybody helping us, or is it still just us two?
Oh yeah, I'm just pre-setting up the next scene, which will come
Cub gave the
shortly.
rope, but then like rushing back to Esmeralda just to check. The Cub will help, but
He's just doing shuttles every time Esmeralda falls out.
wait, huh?
Because John's standing back a little bit after getting shot by that urine.
So yes, Cub will help try to rectify the statue.
Aaron?
Okay. Can you just give me a quick survival check, please?
Fantastic 2. That brings me up to 8, though.
Fantastic. So Cub and Grond. Cosron, are you helping pull?
I'll cast, where is it? Mage Hand, and that will be my assistance. The 10 pounds of force that's helping with.
Right.
So I'm kind of.
Aaron, what's Aaron doing?
Aaron is like sidestepping away from Cosro. He doesn't want to be associated after him getting grilled. But he's kind of like, oh, what am I going to do? I'm not going to help. I'm fucking tiny. So.
Okay. You all brace and heave. Dexterity saving throws for Aaron, Grond, and Cub, please.
Oh, wait, what? Well, that's not fun. That'll be a 9.
Okay.
Aaron Grundy Cub.
So I've got advantage on dex saving throws.
So you got a what?
What?
Danger sense.
Oh, okay. Jesus.
Is that right?
That you can see.
The gates are fixed.
This does-
So this
Does it say that you can see?
Yes.
Yeah. So it doesn't count for it?
Doesn't count for that.
So just a standard saving throw.
Pardon me.
So I'm hovering at 5%. I've turned my screen brightness right down.
Great. 8.
Mm-hmm. Aaron?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, 22.
Oh. As you all heave, after Clank gives the nod that he's secured the knot, the knot immediately gives way. Grond and Cub find themselves on the prone position in the damp. Aaron, feeling that the rope is given, deftly leaps with such poise
Like he would ride the rope.
that he lands on Grond's rather large belly. And with poise again, leaps off that, causing a minor yet very audible belch. And lands.
I will try to retie the rope.
Would you like some assistance?
Yes.
What is the meaning of this? A voice. As you turn and see the Burgomaster Dimitri storming towards you. His face is a mask of anger and disbelief. What is the meaning of this? I trusted you less than an hour ago. I welcomed you to Krezik, provided you with food and shelter, and sought your aid to escort my beautiful wife to Valaki. And now I find you here, desecrating the pool of light and defiling the statue of the Morning Lord.
It doesn't look like this.
He pauses, taking in the scene of complete disarray of you two on the ground, Aaron bouncing on your belly, and Grond somewhat groin deep in the pond.
Great.
Aaron's going to say, we're pulling it out for you.
You're supposed to be our allies!
Someone threw it in.
Now protect us against the darkness that plagues these lands. How could you
Yes,
betray that
so
trust?
Right.
What have you done?
One of our teammates.
His voice trembling with anger and fear, his eyes blazing as he glares at each of you, demanding an explanation.
The supports gave way. We're trying to rectify it now.
You, with your nakedness and obscenities, have brought dishonor upon yourselves and endangered us all. Explain yourselves now, or your answer for this treachery.
Cub will go up to Esmeralda and ask if he can borrow the hilt of the sunsword, or whatever.
Let me just quickly check Esmeralda. Oh, there you go. Right. Okay. Give me a persuasion check.
Oh, nice.
Damn. Too bad it's a -1. 18.
Ooh. A tie.
A tie.
She looks at you and holds the
Only for a minute.
hilt closer to her breasts.
Give it to him. What do you do? Faint over it?
Only for a moment.
She makes a move to hand it to you and then looks at the rest of the party and I think I should hold on to this for all of your sake.
I will return it to you. I merely wish to explain the goings on.
Then explain and I shall follow.
Come. So Cup wants to walk closer without kind of getting everyone kind of...
The Burgomaster now steps forward. Could you just move the little party of dudes? So he's got a number of very upset, angry looking Krezek citizens standing
Right, we're
behind
more
him.
in trouble now.
Um,
What have you guys done?
They've all been very naughty.
Cup's gonna go
Including
there
you.
with
been
Esmeralda
naughty.
You
and
have.
How have I been
try to
naughty?
explain.
How do you feel?
Pardon?
How do you feel?
I don't think I have.
You haven't.
We
Tell me how.
came to Krezek
Yes.
under
This will turn into
the understanding that there was a prophecy for us as provided by Madame Eva.
So we're just gonna hunt it.
Madam Eva.
Yes. She said that we would find, and I believe we have found, here, a weapon to aid us in what we are prophesized to defeat Strahd.
But he must be married.
What?
Wait, what?
Strahd must be married.
Why?
The abbot has worked so hard to provide the perfect bride. And Anna, my most gorgeous wife, you have sworn to take her to Vallaki, have you not?
We swear a lot of things.
We did not swear we would take her to Vallaki.
We said the absolute
We said we would
opposite of
think
that.
about it. There was no...
I do admit that you were hesitant, but at time now where you have desecrated our pool, surely you are indebted to us.
So we could sit here and talk about the fact that the statues of the ocean or the lake, or you and your men could assist with taking this out and restore the statue to its rightful place.
Why did you throw it in?
We did not. The supports gave way, hence why it has only fallen this far in.
Cecilia, and he turns and points to the pregnant looking one, holding her belly. She said that she saw this small, large, gutted one throw it into the pool. Is that not true?
It is true.
It is.
Yeah.
At last,
It's very true.
a truth is spoken from you.
It's very true.
I did it.
We all saw it. It has been.
And I'm trying to get it out, alright? But to be fair, that whole shack system you got going over there, that thing collapsed. I thought it was coming at me. And here we are.
We must restore the Morning Lord.
Yeah, alright. I shall say
He
that.
turns to face his people and says, "Help these strangers return the Morning Lord." And he turns back to you and he says, "We do not want trouble, but give me your word here and now. You will escort my wife to Vallaki."
Maybe.
No.
We've already stated that we may not even be returning to Vallaki anytime soon. We will think about it, however, this is not something we can promise we will be doing.
That is a no.
At least you speak some truth now, strange horned red man with naked penis.
Surprised I can even see it in this temperature.
I run hot, it's okay.
Great.
I just wanted to clarify with Grond as well, is that he does feel bad for throwing the thing in the work, which he does, but he's still like, he just dislikes Esmeralda, so he doesn't really care about what's happened there. That's just table talk, just getting what's out there. But yeah, he does feel bad for doing that.
I note that you have feelings of remorse for what you have done. Help us restore the Morning Lord, And we shall perhaps take upon a new dawn tomorrow. Will you remain with us tonight?
I'll tell you what, I'll make that whole statue, the thing that it's sitting on, I'll make that brand new and I'll make that stronger so this won't happen again.
Good
Alright?
luck.
I see your dwarven heritage, and I take faith in what you say.
Good.
So be it. Cecilia, go help them.
She's got the power of a woman in a little bit.
Do another roll for
No, you
Turbulence.
should
Yeah, I
in
do.
the first place.
With all due respect, we will do it. For
Oh, nat 20 this time.
Yeah.
What a way to do. So that's 26 total.
All right, as you're tying it up, you go to pull the knot tight, and you actually lift the entire statue out of the water, and find that you're actually suspending it.
Okay, stop pulling it back on land, guys.
Do you guys still pull the rope?
Yes.
We're just trying to help.
Okay.
Ron definitely still pulls the rope.
All right, give me a strength DC. Give me a dex DC
I just told them to do it. I'm expecting it.
with advantage. Then, Ryan.
You go
Just
roll.
as well. Yeah, I know.
Strength check.
Yeah, I'm just double checking with
Got a
my...
14 for my dex save.
It's only if you're raging.
See, we're getting player versus player. Hey, it's not a disappointment.
That's not what I'm rating though, is it?
No, it's just a straight strength. I don't want an acrobatics or athletics. I just want a straight strength DC, please. Yeah.
So I get advantage because I'm pulling something. 18? Yeah, 18.
Okay. You pull. The statue comes out of Clank's hands and splashes, but traverses up the bank and is now on the edge of the bank. And Clank is face down in the mud.
Yeah.
Fuck, I can't win with Clank.
I simply pointed at Clank and used prestidigitation and make him clean and shiny.
Oh, isn't that a lovely moment?
Make yourself
Let's take a moment to just see the loveness of the party dynamic.
He needs to be
As
clean.
Clank pulls himself out of the pond, your spell
I simply go,
flows over him, and he is the shiniest you have seen since almost you met him, way back then,
How close?
when
have
you
we
were
got-
chasing Carden, the innkeeper.
How close have we got? I
The
don't think we
statue.
were particularly clean then, haven't we? Just all come out of some trial and utterly failed it.
we're
Probably
doing
battle
well.
scarred and.
So the statue is up out of the water on the edge of the pond.
Okay, so what?
Let's just carry this back.
Yeah.
Come on, middleman, and drag it over. Try and plonk it. Well, actually, I say just leave it to the side because the whole bottom of it is all broken. Isn't that right?
No, the statue's intact.
Oh,
the
sorry,
gazebo.
the
The gazebo.
The
That's
gazebo
all
needs
Yeah.
fixing before we put the statue back.
Yeah,
otherwise it'll
So
just fall
the
over
roof of the
again.
gazebo's fine. It's just the
Yeah.
floor that failed. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what sort of rolls we need to do to make good.
Well, I was essentially just going to hunt her out with some big rocks and try and set up a bit of a proper carve, a bit of a shape, plonk it on there.
While he's figuring that out, I'm going to
Was
walk
that
up to.
intentional?
Yes.
Okay.
While he's figuring
Well,
that.
yep.
Did you not hear that?
I did. I'm walking up to Esmeralda and I'm going to cast protection from evil on her.
Good in?
Okay, I'll get you to read that spell. So bring that up for me.
I tap myself and cast mage armor.
Okay.
Ready for
You
it.
touch yourself and cast mage armor. I don't want to know what small frozen bit you touched.
The mage hand is active.
You hear a laugh,
No, this is bad news.
a disembodied laugh, echo around the cliffs. All the villagers, startled, turn and look at various different directions, as if it was not from a single point. Some are looking to the north, some to the east, some to the west, and one to the south. Everyone has a startled, confused look. Did I hear that? Did I not? Was it the DM accidentally pushing a button, or was it
Who knows the mysterious mystery of pressing buttons?
with that? They shake themselves off and continue on the task of Cecilia assisting you and the remainder watching.
So no one has said anything after that.
No one said anything. No.
Okay, Grom's going to say.
Okay,
what
so
the
can
fuck
you
was
give me your spell description, please?
Yep. Until the spell ends, one willing creature you touch is protected against certain types of creatures, aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead. The protection grants several benefits. Creatures of those types have a disadvantage on attack rolls against the target. The target also can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them. If the target is already charmed, frightened, or possessed by such a creature, the target has advantage on any new saving throws against the relevant effect. So I'm being a bit creative with it and hoping it manages to somehow reverse the soul transfer.
Excuse me.
Interesting.
Esmeralda turns to you and shakes her head a little, and she says, I did not take you for that. I thank you, and I shall remember that. But we are safe.
But
Still don't trust it. So yeah, if that laughing has just happened, I'm sort of looking up. What the fuck was that?
stop. This happens every time now.
The winds of fate howl. The darkness that stirs is not bound by my brother's borders.
Great.
His torment is but a shadow of what is to come. Devoured by the dark that hungers beyond. Falls down.
Great.
Can't help her back up.
Okay.
Let's just not help her this time so she doesn't get back up and doesn't do anything annoying. Hopefully she didn't hear that.
Perhaps you wish to take a seat instead of falling down.
She says wise words. My rather strong and handsome monk. And she sits, still clutching the hilt of the sun sword. The burgomaster, come, 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 he says to the remainder of the villagers. And they come to now assist you to restore the Morning Lord to an upright situation in the gazebo, which can be achieved by placing it below onto the ground, below, like there was a hollowed out area, and the Morning Lord's base of the statue fits over it, not in it, but over it, and is mostly stable, if that's what your intent is.
When that's done, Clank is going to do a short ritual to try and reconsecrate it.
Great.
Who's your deity?
It is, which bloody one is that on? Timora, who is closely allied with the Morning Lord. So, not the Morning Lord himself, but I'm doing the best I can.
It's the Jewish god, not the Christian one, but it's close enough.
I'm going to ask Timora to bless it on behalf of the Morning Lord. Well, that's what I'm going to try and not. I'm obviously not going to try and sanctify it as Timora.
No, yeah.
But
I mean, like if they're close enough. Are you channeling divinity, or are you just? Or you can't do it.
Can I just say that as a DM, having ChatGPT is the best. So,
You're fooling.
Oh god, what
in
does it say
D&D lore,
happens?
Timora and the Morning Lord, often associated with Lathander, are distinct but share thematic similarities. Timora, the goddess of luck and good fortune, encourages risk-taking and bold actions, often celebrated by adventurers and gamblers. The Morning Lord, Lathander, represents renewal, dawn, and the promise of new beginnings. He is a god of creativity, vitality, and hope, encouraging his followers to embrace opportunities and strive for greatness. Whilst they are closely connected in the pantheon, both deities inspire optimism and proactive approaches to life's challenges, which creates thematic overlap in their worshippers' attitude. How good's that?
I already knew that though.
Yay.
But not good enough. Okay. Alright. What's your spell DC?
Do you mean my spell attack or save DC?
Yeah, spell save DC?
It's 14.
Is sorry?
14.
14.
Can I hear the sound how we even like?
No.
Oh.
They're heavy, those ones.
I don't know, hey.
If
pretty
you
weighty.
didn't even throw the statue in, none of this would have happened.
Look at that, fence sitting prevails.
What are you blaming me?
I've
Cosrod's
apologised.
did so little there. You could have done so much more.
But you that little action, the town. Well, that was kind of like the prize possession. Like, say for your iPad, for example, they threw that into the river. What
like
would
it's
you
when,
do?
like,
You
and
would
your
be
missus are having a
fuming
fight,
mad.
and then like people come over and it's like finished.
That's
And now you throw the thingamajig into the rock.
I
I pulled it out.
had a few different
Yeah,
ways I was
but
going to
still,
go tonight. I literally rolled a dice and chose that.
Yeah.
none of this would have happened
Could have
if
been
you didn't do
A lot
that.
nutser.
What did you say, sorry?
I had a few ideas of how I was going to play tonight,
Oh, really?
and I literally rolled a dice.
As you do, D&D.
hmm
As to how you would react.
So did you say it could go a lot nicer?
No, it
Oh,
actually went on a scale of 1 to
To 10.
6, with 6 being the nicest.
Yeah.
This was a 4.
Yay,
Okay.
no.
That's pretty good. I'd love to know what the one was.
Can I just be a rate to 10?
Yeah, it's basically just would have been chaos,
Just scorched earth.
more or less.
Excellent.
But Cosron's chaotic neutral, so he just doesn't give a fuck and likes entertainment.
What happened? I just
Wait,
see
Clank-
the
Clank-
laughing place everywhere.
Clank goes into some sort of rapture, falls to his knees,
Great.
and then face plants in the mud. And he is
Wow.
unconscious.
No!
Well,
I do not understand robot physiology, but I shall attend to his aid.
That's just,
I'm not actually sure how I go about affecting that on.
You might need to go back in D&D Beyond to character settings.
Do it there.
Go back, hit the anvil and go right back to the beginning, and there's an option there for other mods.
Ron would like to give Clank a bit of a kick in the leg.
don't.
When you
Trying to, yeah.
I'll just
No, it works.
Help Brian. Shit, I'm not going to.
yeah, it should be down here. Additional other mods. Yeah, so you can choose where that is.
Okay, cool. Ah,
Nah,
steady on.
Jesus.
Steady on.
give an inch. Take 32 miles.
Let's see if that worked. It did. Cool. Thank you.
I'm going to take a photo of your setup. That's cool.
We really need to be smarter.
What was
I think I was pretty smart. I'm quite happy with that.
Yeah, and I'm smart that I stayed out and
You
just
kind
watched
of
this
started
happen.
the mad conversation, so.
but in his defence, I kind of
Yeah,
chastised against his god.
He was kind of a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I made him clean, so I was forgiven.
As the Morning Lord statue is finally wrestled into place with a combination of yourselves and Cecilia, moving her rather large pregnant belly out of the way at the final moment, you all think, albeit unsure, you see it glow momentarily.
From the statue.
Correct. Dimitri. No, you have done well.
Oh shit, sorry.
No, my
You have proven yourselves. And yes,
don't faint.
albeit at odds with our abbot's wish, you, young lady, your strange leg, may take what you have found here. And I implore, do good for this land, and protect my most beautiful wife on your journeys with it. I implore you, beseech you all. In fact, I demand it, really, in the most humble of ways.
I don't think it's very humble.
Come, we must prepare a feast for lunch, in celebration of the return of the Morning Lord, and what miracles we have witnessed here today. The turning of evil acts into goodness, and a bonding between all of us, and you lot particularly.
Are we just ignoring the giant steel man on the ground?
No, Cub's trying to help him up. No,
Sorry,
I'm
no
trying to-
care.
Yeah, that's I heard that when I came
Yeah,
back in.
okay,
But
yeah.
no, that's what Dimitri was
Very,
saying.
Okay,
very heavy.
And with that, he
Great.
turns, and the rest of them go back into my hand, please. Thank
Yeah,
you.
chance to touch the minis. Yeah, I'm gonna just go and give Clank a friendly kick in the side to see if he reacts.
Cub's trying to do a medicine, like trying to make sure that he's okay. Like as he is like
There's absolutely no response.
Absolutely.
And when you kick him in the side, can you give me a unarmed attack roll, please?
It is best not to do this to our unconscious ally. I wish that I kicked you away.
17.
You kick him, and there's no response.
That's just annoying.
You cannot leave him here.
Batteries.
No, we can't.
Sorry, missed that. Was that CANT? Just getting into your character now, a little more. I assume you recover your rope.
Yes. Cover the rope.
Well, there's one thing that always works on me. If this doesn't work, he's dead. I
Right.
pop open my gallon of ale and hold it around where his nose.
Your
would
what?
be.
Sorry.
My gallon of ale. I just
Alright.
open it and hold it around his nose. Waft it around his nose. This always works.
Oh, where's your mini? That's the perfect opportunity. It's like.
You said I'm actually face down, didn't you?
Yes, correct.
So
Yeah.
that's not going to work very well.
No.
Then turn your
He
nose
doesn't.
somehow.
He just does it at your head.
That's not even going to be
And
close to her.
I'm gonna guess that it doesn't do anything, and
Yeah.
Cub's
He's
gonna
I'm
dead.
going to go shrug, walk off. I've done everything I can.
I know he doesn't breathe or eat or a lot of other things, but I'm going to roll him into a recovery position.
I'll help because I know he's dead.
All right. I'm not going to get you to do any check. You roll him into a recovery position.
I assume you're counting the time.
I am.
Right, okay.
Esmeralda,
I will stay with him.
do something useful. Fix him.
Esmeralda comes over and she kneels next to him.
You've got a robot
She
leg.
places her hand onto the dome of his shiny skull. The bit that's not covered by mud from being planted face down. She looks up to the sky.
She's powerful.
She gasps in a normal manner, and Cub recovers.
Clank. Covers.
Oh, Cub, sorry, Clank. I was just imagining
That's
bald
what I
heads and I was confused. I'm very sorry. It was like, yeah. Shiny dome.
many.
Can I add a
wait,
little bit of extra flavour to this?
Mhm.
As he sits up, there's like just a hint momentarily of a halo that disappears again.
I knew the ale would work. Every time.
It was a beer Cullen.
Oh no, he's dead.
Okay.
Frothing at the top.
Are you alright, Clank?
No.
Timora has spoken to me.
Oh no.
She is happy with what I have wrought here.
No.
This must be a grand moment for you.
Lathander is smiling once more upon the realm of Barovia.
No.
Yes.
This is good.
I want it to turn out
I am
bad.
pleased for you.
I know you want it to turn out bad, but it didn't.
Lillian!
Well, good on you.
Can I tell them the mechanical effect as well? Or do you rather I didn't?
I'd rather you didn't.
Right, okay, I won't.
I am
Do
pleased
it.
for you.
Be a
This is good.
daredevil.
No.
Because anything that I can do to encourage distrust.
Yeah.
And of course, I can't actually check your player chat. So,
You can. It's an honour thing. I won't tell them.
Oh, well done. Good on you. Whatever you did. Looked like you passed out.
Yep.
Should we go to the Abbey?
I'm just picturing you kind of sitting in the background away from all this cat. Should we go?
I don't see the point of going for a feast considering we've only just had a feast, a few hours ago.
Sorry?
Well, we ate and we broke our fast.
There's about to be a PvP.
so all that has taken about 40 minutes. So it is now 9:10 a.m. So the villagers have returned to prepare a midday feast, which will take them several hours.
We have some time.
It is day 8 of your time in this land, and 9:10 a.m. Ding! The time of the third beat will be 9:10 a.m. Beep. Beep.
That came out of nowhere.
Beep. Does anyone know that other than
Yes,
Brian?
you'd ring up the.
Yeah.
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 Did you have that in the UK?
Certainly did.
Is
At
that
the
still a
third
thing?
stroke, the time
I don't
sponsored
think
by
it is. I
Accuracy
think it's
will
just like
be
Telstra just
10,
punches it out to your
34
phone.
and 17 seconds precisely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Much fun. Yeah, I remember I recall.
I don't remember when the time sponsored by Accuracy thing came in. It wasn't always like that, but it was for
they
a
still
very
have that?
long time. Yeah.
I remember as a young junior officer, we'd do time checks and like, because like timing's really important because like, you know, don't get blown up by the good guys. And it's like, time check, 23 seconds, it'll be 19:04. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Right, off you go. Hang on!
We always had one guy that wouldn't have a watch. And you're like, why don't you have a watch, mate?
I'm going to look at
You're Batunga, That's right.
I feel like I've just
I had a great time at Land
destroyed
Forces, by
everything
the
that's
way.
been here,
Did
so
you see all the
I'm-
protesters?
Where we go?
I heard about them. I didn't see anything about it though.
Yeah. Love the protesters.
There's protesters everywhere about everything now.
that's great.
It's just
Yeah.
I've read a little bit more about
That's
them.
my quest list.
Can you be?
It's like, okay. I love it. I'm walking across the road and I'm getting, scum, baby killer.
What's
yeah.
this for?
Thanks.
There was like a.
I went to the
gun
Land
show.
Forces conference, like a gun runner show. That's what
Oh, right,
we
yeah,
in the
yeah.
industry call it, a gun runner show.
Yeah.
Which was really fantastic because I got to actually hands-on with the Beretta pistol that I actually want to purchase. Because the Beretta had a display. And old mate who's actually in Brisbane was down as the lead guy, and he's like having a whole chat, and I said, I'm not looking at this for work, this is me for private. And he goes, oh yeah, no worries. When you're ready, send me an email and I'll get you a good price and we'll do a deal and all that sort of shit. And I'm going, oh cool, no worries. So it's like an Beretta APX1 tactical. And like, I'm just, oh yeah, fucking man, that's it. Yeah, so that was really cool. Yeah.
Oh,
That was my highlight, thanks. That and the protesters calling me scum and baby killer.
good day.
Yeah, that's good. I've added that to my CV.
I'm a scum baby.
Like a scum baby killer? Or
Yeah. I'm getting scum babies all around.
it's just everywhere.
All right, we're still sitting at 4%. So we've dropped from 5 to 4, but we seem to be stabilised at 4.
Right.
So when the pizza arrives in 36 minutes,
Hang on. Yeah.
hopefully that will give it 20 minutes to get back up to about 8%. So it'll be good. Yeah. Okay.
I'm looking towards carbon claim to see what do you guys want to do next.
We still, Esmeralda, how are you? You seem to still be flickering in and out.
I still hear his voice, and well, I don't know if I hear his voice, but I do still feel him. Is there something that you want to ask? Because I think I perhaps could commune.
By him, you mean Sergei, Strahd's brother.
No, no, I don't.
Her eyes flitter back.
Who is this higher power?
Speak. Speak ill of him. Speak ill of him, please.
I feel like she's corrupted now.
He is indeed.
Tatiana,
Wicked.
my love. I would have given all. Tatiana. Oh, Tatiana. Come and join me here. I know her. I know that you. I feel you exist still with these beings that come and join me. And she falls asleep.
Great.
Was she sitting down before?
Right?
Was she sitting down before?
Okay, yeah, well, she slumps. Okay, well,
Can't
so
help
like,
her.
okay.
It's a sitting position. This may become tiresome.
This keeps on happening, so we have to make her nice and neat.
She shakes it off and she goes, did he come again?
He was muttering things about Tatiana, someone we understand to be his lover that was stolen by his brother or desired, but I am not certain. Is this not what we have deduced?
Sounds like whoever's in there wants a piece of her too, so.
Sorry?
Sounds like whoever's in there wants a piece of her as well. Tatiana.
It's not Strahd.
Must be Sergei.
Someone worse.
Can I just quickly ask mechanically, have you guys heard of Tatiana before?
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool. Okay, cool.
A consort of.
I'm just checking.
Consort of shards.
Like, because
And
there's a lot of confused looks. Sorry. I just want to make sure that.
we
like,
suspect the original betrothal of Sergei. Yeah. And that's the reason that Strahd killed Sergei.
I just want to check that because I was reading an article today about players and their memories, And yeah, just
And
checking.
she's the one who they say Irina is like a splitting image.
Dead ringer for
Yeah.
Tatiana. Yes.
Have we got the same?
Yes. All right. Here.
And probably almost about the same amount too.
I know. And yours has lasted 3 weeks. Mine's about 18 hours. But no, that's all right.
Yeah, that was all info that we got at the Vistana camp, I think, after we got the reading. Strahd took a consort named Tatiana. Strahd betrayed his brother and killed him. Dark powers took him and his land and placed it eternally here. The land of the people are here and taught to taunt Strahd.
Did you have a question for him before he leaves me?
Where's he going?
Is our big question. Where is he going then?
Is he here in this lake? It is.
How do we kill Shire?
No one has the answer for that.
It's probably a wise question.
Too hard.
Are any of the other
You get one question.
Are any of the other
No.
townsfolk still
And the
here?
question is he here in the lake?
No.
Like, seriously, like, you get one fucking question. Like,
And it's coming
Jesus.
Okay, wait. let me-
the monk asked.
Biscuits.
I'm bound to this place, you're not entirely present. My essence lingers, intertwined with the sacred waters of the pool. The morning ward's light touches my spirit. A faint echo of life. Though I cannot walk among you, my presence endures, watching and waiting. My brother's curse has not claimed me fully, and through this lake, I find a glimpse of
Go, you happy? Go, yeah. Got the answer you sought? Go.
The answer that you wanted. Is that helpful?
So what we should do is go to Vlaki, get Arena, and bring her here.
That would actually be a smart idea.
And what? Throw her into the lake? How is this not better than what
They will
Cosron did to?
Finally
Yeah.
be together.
When did I say throw her into the lake? We just present her. At
I
the
kind of thought that was implicit.
Yeah.
But I was going to go with that. That was great. Yeah.
Just because we throw everything else in the lake.
Doesn't mean we're going to throw her in the
Cosron is not against throwing her in the lake. Let's just put that
Nobody's
out.
throwing her in the fucking lake.
Why bring her here? She's not
Because
Sergei's.
Sergei's asked her. How did we know that? We know that about the souled and the soulless here, and that they keep getting reborn. It could well be that there's Tatiana's soul that's in Arena.
So you would give away this person to Sergei while he's here?
We're not giving her away. We'll give her a choice.
An interesting thought.
Would really piss Strahd off.
So we head back to Vallaki. We
Do we want to go?
begrudgingly accept to escort the Burgomaster's wife to purchase a dress, and then we inform Irina and ask her to back to Krezek.
Do we want to go and check out this abbey before we go?
Might as well.
I mean, it sounds interesting.
Yeah, don't do that because I only prepared like fucking 3 days for it. No, that's fine. No, fuck the Abbey off. Just go.
We're going back.
Look, if anything, the Abbey would entertain us.
I
And
do,
also,
I do believe that the Abbey is.
there's something off about it.
Yes, there is not.
I mean, he takes the dead of people, and they do not, he takes the dead from the land, takes them up there to create his wives. That's
build
not,
a bride up there.
yeah. I kind of
That's
walk
a bad
over to. No, forgot her name now. Esmeralda.
Stuffing in there.
Is he still with you, Esmeralda?
Just give me a sec. She looks up to you, squatted against the strong, embracing
Sorry. Yeah, I need a lot more whiskey.
the strong, embracing legs of Cub.
No.
Cub.
Yeah, Cub.
No.
Her
Kind of like a
head
wiry, like very lean.
Her head.
tone.
thrust midsection between the knee and the top of the thigh. Her hair.
I want to hope that that's Esmeralda and not Sergei.
Hopefully.
Her
But
hair.
probably yes.
Either way, it seems a little uncomfortable.
Awry. In a almost pure Vistani way. She turns her attention without a strand of hair moving from its embrace of his upper thighs. And she goes, I beg your pardon.
Is he still with you? Can you still feel him? Not come. Not come.
The answer's gonna be no.
Do you still sense him?
I do feel him, but I do sense he is fading. The connection is not as strong. Is there one last thing you asked me to ask?
I would have a question for him.
Mm-hmm.
Are the keepers of a feather to be trusted?
Ask him how to kill.
No, we know how to kill
Jeez.
them.
But we need a better. We need a better.
Well, they're the ones
answer.
that have been kind of fucking with us the whole time, good or bad. I'd much rather know if they're actually useful to us.
Did we find out if there was a blacksmith in this town?
No.
Not here in Valaki. There is.
Shit.
I don't know if
We
we.
looked.
If
I
there
don't think we really saw anything
We
other
haven't
than
seen
an open
anything.
grave. And heard about how, he really wants his wife to go to the shops.
Yeah. And the swimming
Please
pool.
take her to the shops. I can't bear taking her myself.
Just
They must
to
have something
annoy
here
him.
because they farm the land. They must have something to repair ploughs and things. So there must be a forge somewhere.
Yeah, look. Is this something you want from?
No, what I want is to go and put the fucking needle in the forge and destroy it.
The needle was dropped into the lake. Right. it's
She
really
leans
cool.
forward.
How was it?
Yeah.
She grabs a lock of hair because there's not really anything else. And she pulls you forward and whispers into your ear.
Can I please hear this time?
No!
There are far too many heads around my head.
I wish I would.
Doing some real internal meditation right now. I'm picturing.
So you're going to tell me what it was that I did that was bad?
What do you think?
No, you already asked me that and I said I didn't think I did anything bad.
Started a conversation that almost, I don't know,
But it was a well earned.
destroyed
It was well-earned conversation.
the trust of you know what.
No,
What trust?
we destroyed the trust.
But he
He had-
made it even worse
No, he
by
had- he had a
shouting it out loud
perfectly reasonable
when
response.
anyone
Yeah.
could hear.
Yeah, no, Brian had an absolutely perfectly, like, acceptable and reasonable response.
So you know how
Sarah
you
just made it worse.
you know how you said how I would be upset if someone threw my iPad in the lake. Well, we threw Clank's best friend's iPad in the lake, and that's why he responded like that.
Yes, once again, fence sitting wins.
Damn it.
Prevails. So
Great.
far.
What's
Until later, I'm sure that there's still beef that needs to kind of
see
like...
your boiling hot water singing.
You went in there when I was like, yeah, it's like when you're like having a fight with your missus and then people come over and you're like, settle this later. And then you're like,
This
oh,
is not
shit.
over.
You're like, oh, damn it.
Sleeping on the couch.
I'm in a lot of trouble, aren't I?
I'm going to stay with my mother.
Good job with that.
What's that?
Good job with that.
Or staying with my mother. You're right, she's a really long way away. I'm not going to stay with my mother.
You've done something really bad if that's
That's a big fight if you're like,
I'm
I'm going
deported.
back.
I'm deported from Australia.
No.
You don't want me deported? I tell you, it was Cole's birthday yesterday.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. Oh, it's calm now.
He turned 6. Woo. As a result, I always take him every morning of the week, go to Wally's for coffee, and Zoe, the woman who runs it, gave him bacon for his birthday.
Nice.
I was thinking, like, you know, like maybe one bit or something. And she gave me a goddamn plateful, and she wouldn't let me pay for it either.
That's good,
Oh,
wasn't
that was nice. I thought all his Christmases had come at once.
yeah.
Well, I've just been whispered to basically, and calls around us, leans back, takes a deep breath, breathes out, and he goes, "Even the dead won't give you a proper bloody answer."
Yeah, that's really true.
Well, glad we've learnt so much. Are we going to get you
It's a super useful question to ask.
Now, I want to ask Esmeralda, can you still feel?
It's probably going to be a no answer. I can see the happiness in his eyes.
He's fading fast.
Great.
I feel myself becoming whole again. Ask and I will try.
Is the pub in town any good?
What was that?
I said, is the pub in town any good?
It's of course.
I mean, in theory, where you should go for good booze is the monastery, because, you know, monks make really good stuff.
Indeed we do.
I'm just picturing Sergei taking over and going, "The local inn is full of us."
All the really lethal stuff on
It's
the top shelf in a bar is originally from monasteries, like, you know, green chartreuse, stuff like that.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, they owned the wine trade for a very long time.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that. Huh.
Right, as far as I know,
Esmeralda.
green chartreuse is still made in a monastery, as far as I know.
Wow.
Esmeralda looks back. And you see her actually kind of struggling now
No, this
in her face, and she's holding the sun sword still, and she's like, "It's the pub in town, mate."
I still can't believe you guys gave her the sun sword. Like, literally, you're all still sitting here going, "Don't trust her, don't trust her." You've
Okay.
given her the most powerful magic
I feel
item
that
we've
he has
found.
already. Those myriad strolls it offers warmth of fire, and perhaps a fleeting moment of peace. Sometimes that is enough against the greater encroaching darkness that will take
not only is here, but across the multiverse.
And then she throws up
We need
all
to bring
over
her back
Cub's feet.
right now.
A simple yes
I've had
would have been
enough of this.
sufficient. Sorry, Cub. So you got vomit on your toes.
Cosron, could
And
you
with that,
please assist.
she
I'm just over
spasms,
here, I'm busy.
collapses forward, folds in upon herself, and is spasming in front of you all.
Cub goes to her aid and tries to medicine check.
Give me a medicine check.
23.
Nice.
Okay, you stick your finger and do the tongue thing and all that sort of thing, and within a couple of minutes she recovers and she looks at you, her eyes looking up, framed by her curly Vistani hair, splayed across the ground, framing it to look almost divine to you. Yet, in your stark analytical brain, you cannot but help but notice the chunks of vomit
Yay!
crusted
Can we just jump this into the
into
lake?
the extremities of her hair.
Let us get you cleaned up. Shelby, Abby, Tavern, Cosron, unless you are able to assist.
Yeah.
It's back.
Again, thank you very much for your assistance.
Well, let's go to the tavern and then let's go to the abbey.
I didn't think there was a tavern here.
He
Yeah,
asked if the pub was any good, and
He said
and
that it's
Sergey was
okay.
like, yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's alright.
And then she vomited all over Cub's feet.
Yeah.
And Cosron does turn.
So I'm pretty sure I thought we asked.
Hang on. He
when we
didn't
first
say there was a
arrived.
tavern.
No. He
No,
just-
he just said that still for those weary of their travels, it offers warmth. That's blah blah blah. That's what he said.
I say that because we asked if there was an inn when we first arrived here, and we were told there wasn't.
Right.
Because that's why we went to that guy's house. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do not think we would be invited back to anyone else's, so shall we to the abbey?
Okay, and at that point, we are now
Having pizza.
1 hour after the incident
Okay.
and 5 minutes. It's now 9:35 a.m. and you hear chopping of wood from the village
That doesn't seem like a good sign.
and a number of ducks quacking in distress.
Can I
Then
see?
suddenly
Yeah.
Has Strahd
they are silenced.
Is that you, Strahd?
Okay, it's just make believe.
Well, if there's no tavern, I suppose we better eat the abbey.
It may have wine, sacramental wine.
The sweetest.
Cosron does stare at Cub's feet, realises that he doesn't want to be trudging along with people covered in vomit, so he stares at Cub and Esmeralda and makes them clean.
Oh, look at you, repentance, exuding this evening.
Look,
That's
there's
fantastic.
every chance that Cosron might brush up against them, and he's got no clothes on, so he doesn't really want that on his body.
Yeah, right.
Much appreciated. It was the least we could do.
Like literally the least.
Clink, do you want to go check out the abbey?
That's
Not especially, but I can't think
Actually,
of
let me
anywhere
just turn
else
it
to
down.
go,
It seems a
so
bit
sure.
loud.
I was
Sorry.
going to say, before we do leave, I just want to kind of move to the edge of the pool and stare in. Can I see the needle in it anyway?
Can you, sorry?
See the needle anywhere in the pool? There's no outline. Can I?
Oh no, the needle
Yeah.
is on the ground.
I thought it
They fell in the pool.
I thought it fell in the pool and then disappeared out of sight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought the
Esmeralda
statue
dropped-
dropped.
yeah.
That's yeah.
Esmeralda dropped it in
Well, it
there
did
after.
disappear. The statue disappeared out of sight, so you look for it.
Yeah.
And if that's what I said, the needle also fell out of sight into the pool, edge of the pool.
Well, staring into the pool, I can't see it or anything like that.
Give me a perception check with advantage, because like clearly I fucked that up. So. Or actually no, with disadvantage, and give me your
Disinspiration.
disinspiration
Sorry.
with disadvantage.
So that's
Nick, could you please place that back on?
If you're gonna 19, I'm gonna be sorry for you.
13.
No, correct.
At disadvantage.
That's at disadvantage.
Okay, you see the
It
needle.
was a 13 or a 17. So.
Yeah, so you see the needle at about 2 feet in, about a foot and a half underwater.
I use my conjured mage hand.
If you attempt to retrieve that, there will be blood.
Perhaps the best thing to do is to retrieve it so no one else does and make sure it's destroyed.
If we can melt it, then he's not touching it.
Well, technically my mage hand is
Don't split.
Cub will go and
Just-
retrieve it.
Just like
Hey Brogan,
find
could I ask you
fire,
to grab
just
some more ice?
yank it. That's like the easiest.
Thanks.
Oh.
Sorry to be
That's right.
kind of demanding, but I've got to kind of stay here for this.
No,
but
that's fine.
You're good.
If I can't use my mage hand, I will warm myself with it.
Cub is going to close his eyes, walk towards the lake, and then retrieve the needle. With like spare clothing around his hand if he can, like getting it wet, just picking it up without touching it directly.
You're right. Bit of a harder time snapping that one in half.
This gives you a barbarian. You didn't dump strength.
Could you give me a charisma saving throw, please?
Yep. What's my Christmas save? It is not good. 18.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
You pick the needle up.
Shall we inquire
Yes.
on our way to the abbey if there is a forge? Wait, did you grab one?
Yes, I
Does
did.
somebody else need one?
Sure.
Excellent.
Oh, Jesus.
I thought that was going to go over then.
All over.
Did you pour that from
Thank you very
his?
much.
What?
Did
No,
you pour that?
No, that's mine.
That's his.
This
That's
is ginger beer thingy.
Yeah.
Oh, is that ginger beer?
Oh, the other one's worse.
Wait, vodka, lime bitters.
Yeah.
Nick and I are the only people here who are serious about our bloody alcoholic consumption. Like, Jesus Christ. Alright, okay.
Yeah.
Disinspiration for all!
After dinner,
Except for you, Nick.
Yeah.
That's right.
After dinner, I might hit you up. That's all right.
Alright, I'll put some ginger beer in mine as well. There we go.
How do you like the storm versus the 10-year one?
I tell you what, I don't mind the storm.
It's not bad.
No, it isn't.
I think the 10-year one feels a bit.
It's a
more
little bit smoother, isn't it?
Yeah, I quite
Yeah.
like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I like Sky as much though. Of the Talisker ones. There's like Talisker's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look,
Did you go back to Beneath Driver Lane, by the way?
sorry.
Did you go back to that bar Beneath Driver Lane? Because you asked me about it.
No, so for those of you who are coming to the wedding, there's an important aspect you must understand.
Oh God.
So, one of the privileges that I live under is that I'm married to, well, about to be married to Rachel and her family and all the benefits that brings me, and particularly in my semi-retirement. But it comes with a bunch of liabilities. One being is that none of you know where our farm is.
Yes.
None, like at all. What? They have a farm? That's the answer. Second is that Oh, I haven't heard anything about us going to a nightclub that we've hired out after the wedding at about 7:30 to 8
I didn't
and
even
beyond,
know that.
where all our really cool friends will be invited
Okay.
and none of the family. So we've basically sorted an entire venue similar to what we did for Saturday night, but no one is to mention that at all
Right.
Okay.
until we text you the location after we've left the wedding venue.
Right.
Oh, okay.
And like I said, you know, it's all a little bit, you know, succession. So, you know,
Make sure you
very annoying, but yeah.
note this timestamp and remove it from the internet.
Yes.
Cool.
Okay. Cool.
I keep being like, what are you doing on your phone?
Oh, thank you.
Anyway,
Yeah.
sorry, quick. That was a distraction. So, where were we up to?
Cub was picking up the thing. Christmas saving throw was 18. You said,
Yeah,
cool, I'll
no
pick it up.
effect. You've got the needle.
And we were going to
Yeah,
go and see if we can find a forge fire to melt the thing in.
right, in the town.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let me just bring us back up. Well,
Would
bring
this
me
be-
back up.
Do you think this would cause any
Well, I'm gonna have to increase the.
bad outcomes for the forge? It is a cursed item. If we were to destroy it in a forge, would it not?
I've no idea, I'm no expert.
Oh, pizza.
There we go. Oh, we leave it at that. And the donkey.
All right. Well,
Pacing-
let's leave that. The
pacing for our
party
party, to be honest.
just at the edge of the town there. I'm going to turn this off so I can get a bit of a charge. It's at 8%, which is very good.
That's good. No, it's gained some power.
It has. Well, I turned the entire thing off while we were like, which was good. Yeah, cool.
You're all set for your one shot on the 29th?
Yeah, I actually am. Yeah, the All Hallows one shot. I'm set for that. I've got a one shot on Saturday for 3 kids. I'm not set for that at all. So I've got to do a bit of work on that.
Oh,
Yeah.
You could use I suppose you reuse one of the previous ones you've done, but
I'm gonna.
make it a little bit.
I really need. It just needs to be. I'm just gonna make it a 2-scene
Yeah.
thing.
Deliberate.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna make it a 2-scene thing because one of the kids has never played D&D before, but they're coming on the 29th, so it's just like a enabling
Sure.
session. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Mine's not very Halloweeny, like too scary. I don't know. It's somewhat scary, but you know.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's as scary as you make it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll probably try and up with a little bit of descriptions. You don't know how some people might find things too scary or not too scary. It depends
Yeah.
if you got kids or not.
Well, at least I hope this time they do something kids' table-ish. You know, they've said they will, but whether that actually matures on the night, that'll be interesting.
I think so.
And I really love your efforts, I must say. They've been fantastic. I've observed them and I've kept back.
I haven't reached out to it. Work's been hectic as well this week, but I really do need to reach out to someone. But yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's
I think that I really like the ideas that you've come up with, and I think.
You haven't jumped into the one to the Google Drive yet, have you?
No, not yet.
Okay, yeah.
What's on the Google Drive?
It's just it's like a history of the player characters there that we've got. Just in case anyone wanted to download it, because we're all going to make our own player
Yeah,
characters.
I'll
stand out.
definitely do that. Then I'll join because
Yeah.
that was something on my list to do. But
And then,
yeah.
so I haven't done everything. No, you might as well message the guy directly.
Yeah.
Be
Yeah,
like, look,
do not
if you
let
ever
the
think
real
you've
estate
done,
involved.
Yeah.
let us know. You know,
Because if he was to sell, he would have to get all that shit. Surely he'd have to get all that shit sorted. But if we can be like, we don't mind.
Yeah, if you be like, we'll take it as is, no whatever,
Yeah.
and you try to be like, look, let's go direct. We don't want to pay real estate agent fees. Just see what he says.
And also, in theory, we could take this further up the ladder of living in unsafe homes.
Oh, yeah.
So like, if we wanted to be real assholes, we could.
No, we were thinking of buying our place, but then bits and pieces are starting to fall apart. And,
really?
like the roof's got a crack all around the side of it. It's like, yeah, no, this is not worth.
It's not leaking up there, is it?
Well, it's like
Billy, can you shut the door?
What's it called? The skirting board up the top. It's come off the top of the roof. But what they've actually done to put the cabinets is it's not fixed in properly, and they've used the skirting board to kind of secure it, so the whole thing's going to drop. It's just.
That's
You're
bad.
saying about painting the walls.
Whoa.
This is a property that went up for sale back in the UK that I just found somewhere. I'm like, oh
Holy.
my god.
Good night, darling.
Wow, they've really gone for a theme, haven't they? Holy shit.
Yeah, there was a place actually for.
I love the fact that the bathroom though. Should we do that too? And they just went, nah. no, that'd be too much.
What a strange array of characters on the back wall too. You've got an Ewok, you've got E.T.
Shire,
you got
Animal from the Muppets,
Elmo.
It really depends on who's the owner.
He-Man,
You know?
Optimus Prime, R2D2,
Well, we still
And
get all the
Ewok.
owners' mail there.
Jessica Rabbit.
Your what, sorry?
We
Very,
get all the
very-
owners'
yeah.
mail.
Very-
So
Look
like,
at that
Yeah, we had
bedroom,
that too.
so
Yeah.
pink.
Wow, and then look at this, it's all green.
That's definitely
That's
worse.
yeah,
than,
that's
Maleficent.
Maleficent. That's and what is that? The magic mirror? From,
Yeah.
It's definitely worse than there was one that when we were looking to buy that came up around here actually that was like they were trying to argue that like
Check it.
because like the owner must have been someone that
That's
was
too
a
much.
graffiti artist or whatever
Yeah.
it was.
It's not. It's not
And on, like the
touchscreen.
kitchen,
Use two
you know,
fingers to
island or
scroll.
whatever the wall there,
Yeah.
they had like some graffiti all done or whatever.
Show
And it's like,
Oh, Jesus.
we want more
Yeah,
because of all this great
That's-
graffiti art, and you're like,
Don't-
no, I want less because I'm gonna have to paint over
Yeah,
this
exactly.
graffiti art.
Yeah.
He's not with it.
It's definitely one of those things where it's like if that's your thing, sure, but to the other 95% of the population.
Yeah, I guarantee they're probably like, oh, it's got all these Disney things.
Custom
I want
art.
more, you
Yeah.
know. And everyone else is like,
Yeah.
nah, dude, we're gonna have to
Boring.
like paint over that. That's
Yeah.
gonna cost like, you know, $1,000 in like painters fees.
They'll just straight at the bottom of the barrel to try and put the price up for anything else.
Yeah, exactly.
so are we setting fire to the town as we go through? Or?
That's fair.
Sorry, putting the sword in the or the needle in the forge. I mean.
Set fire to the forge. The needle. To the rain. Trying to see if there's looking like there's some sort of forge around the town.
Oh,
Looking at-
speaking. Of,
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh shit. I didn't stop.
Missed out there, Dunk.
I was gonna say.
Your mate's gonna have to watch a whole
For a blow up.
40 minutes while we had pizza of nothing happening. So
Sorry,
that's
YouTube's
all right.
gonna watch
YouTube's got
Don't
this great
tell
little
anyone.
seat bar.
Yeah.
Don't tell anyone, but there's this party after the wedding.
Yeah, you need to edit that bit out,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I will. That's all right. So you guys are at the edge of the pool now.
Yeah.
And we're gonna
The
go-
village is a sort of buzz of activity as you hear ducks quacking and then not quacking. And you hear people buzzing about, or you can see that. What is it you would like to do now?
Sniff out a
Hunt,
forge.
hunt for a forge.
While
Okay.
walking kind of towards the monastery bay.
Forge takes priority.
Okay, as you progress into the centre of this small village of Kresik, you hear the clang of metal from a building to your south. and you see before you a blacksmith and his forge. Clang, clang,
Just cover my wander in there and,
clang, clang.
Holding this.
and ask him if he wouldn't mind terribly just melting this down for scrap.
You see the blacksmith, he wipes his hands on a soot-stained cloth, eyeing you curiously. What can I do for you? You're the travellers. It's not often I see strangers to my forge.
We actually have but a favour to ask you.
What is the favour?
This item I have here, I ask you do not touch it. We believe to be cursed. We wish to destroy
Cursed, you say?
We wish to destroy it. Could you
This isn't the work I usually take.
could you melt it down into scrap?
What do you offer?
What do you ask?
If fire's technically alive, because it breathes oxygen, if he puts it in the fire,
Does fire have
I
a
don't
soul?
know that breathing oxygen is a requirement for life.
Yeah, Clank goes, I don't.
What gold do you have?
What do you ask?
Nah, it's 50 gold pieces.
we're
Steve.
not even buying anything.
We're destroying something. Why are you paying this man to give him raw materials for something else?
Because it's
Because this is not something that I usually do. But I'm prepared to see what I can. Be warned though, metal with dark magic doesn't break easy. And there's always a risk when you temper the cursed steel.
Let me use your forge, I'll do it. He
Do
sounds
not
scared.
touch my forge,
I don't know what I'm doing.
man with large belly.
Okay, man with tiny forge.
Show me your rank nipple.
50 gold pieces, I will do this for you. It's a fair bargain in these remote lands, for I know for a fact there is not another forge within at least 2 days' travel of where we are.
I mean, we could just leave it here. Make it his
You will
problem.
not leave it here.
I do not think this
You
is
will take
necessary.
this with you.
Or what?
What else do you
He puffs his chest up and he lifts his hammer up.
Clank.
Enough. We do not need to cause any trouble with this man.
It's-
You would do
I'm
us
not-
a favour.
I'm-
What else do you
It's
have
not a
on
matter of
offer
need.
to sale? For sale.
I have nothing for sale. This It's
I'm not,
crazy.
I'm not causing trouble. I'm giving him the 50 gold.
Yes. What I have.
this is Krezik. I have nothing for sale. No one comes here.
So you could make custom pieces if we requested. Does anyone need anything?
I for sure could make some custom pieces for you all. You, shiny man. What would you like?
Nothing. I just want you to destroy this.
Then it is 50 gold pieces.
I hand him the 50 gold pieces.
Imprinted with the head of the evil one or other.
I think it's foreign, actually.
It's exchange rate.
Yeah.
1 gold piece.
Are you getting 50 gold pieces out?
Yeah.
Good. But someone needs to hand me 50 gold pieces.
Yeah. Cub has things, but if you've got.
I've got 165 on my character
Yeah.
sheet.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. Sweet. Because Cub's carrying a lot, but if you've got small amounts.
I'll have to break down one of those.
How much is that? 100.
That's
You
100.
don't need like better armor or anything.
I can't wear better armour. I'm not strong enough.
He is armor.
Okay.
Could you pass me the chest? Yeah. No, beyond the popcorn.
Yeah. Beyond the popcorn rails.
I think that is. Oh, that could be cards.
Cards feels like it's
Hang on.
heavy.
Yeah, that's cards.
Just 100.
There should be another chest there. No. Okay.
There's a gold dragon ruby.
Yeah, no. Okay, let me just quickly check.
There is no money in here, just potions and torch.
He hands you back a 50 gold piece moonstone. It's very complicated.
Any of this actually got me appraisal skills and know that was in fact definitely worth 50 gold pieces. Roll appraisal.
Alright. Place it down here.
Current places it down. Be sure
But
not
stand
to touch
back.
this with your hands.
This might get ugly. He heats the artifact in the forge. His hammer poised as the cursed metal glows with unnatural energy. He brings the hammer down. Sparks flying, the air heavy with tension. Let's hope this breaks cleaner than the troubles that come with it. The artifact cracks under the pressure of his hammer, releasing a faint, sinister hiss before shattering into fragments. There. It's done. But whatever curse that thing held, be sure it doesn't haunt you further. Cursed metal never goes quietly. Wisdom saving throws around, including Aaron, please.
What sort of saving throws for it?
Wisdom. Oh, 10.
Ooh, Aaron got a natural 1.
I got
I love how Aaron
23.
immediately Aaron got a natural
I
one.
did hit his character sheet and then roll his first. Just all honesty.
Okay.
He says as he changes from
18.
Grund to Aaron.
And Grom gets
Brian,
a...
what did Clink get?
23.
Right.
And Nick?
10.
Grom got a 6.
Gron got 6 and Aaron got
Natural 1.
no modifiers.
Are we modifying natural 1?
Oh yeah.
Okay, 2 then.
Hey?
You got 2 then. 2.
Got 2.
By raw, a natural 1 is only in combat.
Okay.
Alright. Note for Aaron, next game, to have a quiet conversation with me.
Is anyone writing that in?
I can say that.
Yes,
Put it in the notes. It needs to. Let's put David needs to talk about it.
Okay.
Just note for the DM next time to remember as well the bad things that need to happen to Aaron.
That's right.
After much whiskey. What? No? Oh yeah, that was fine.
That's right, exactly. There was much whiskey involved and several bad things that happened to Aaron.
Yeah,
But some of them we can talk about, but none we can take within 250 metres of a school. Right.
I think you got a splinter.
Okay, you continue your way up we now get back to where we were.
You dice and roll for Father's Day.
Gold leaf.
Ooh, very nice. Ah, cool, mate.
Is it real gold leaf?
I think so.
Wow.
If you want.
Do you reckon that? I see how the gold's around 20. You reckon that
I think
weighs
it's
it down?
Oh, mate. Well, if it weighs it down, then I should be getting a lot more ones.
Yeah.
Oh, he says, does he roll for one?
Yeah.
Thanks, mate.
That's cool.
This one.
Okay, cool. I'm not using these dice anymore.
All the gold leaf is right near the 10 on that one as well, so yeah, much more likely to start rolling ones on that one as well.
Let's put that away. That's a nice
I
sword.
got some cursed dice.
I have been rolling actually pretty decently with the with this one. I've got a few 19s actually, which is next to a 1. Opposite the. Actually, holy shit! I have rolled a few 19s. Yeah, no, okay.
Yeah, I'll just get the skull. Okay. Yeah. Cool.
Rest.
Has the voice of my conscience been sent to bed?
No, she sent herself to bed, which was
Okay.
quite nice.
I've been being told how terrible I've been all night.
You are a terrible robot.
Bad.
The road from the village climbs above the mist to the wide ledge on which the abbey is perched. A light dusting of snow covers the trees and the rocky earth. The gravel road passes between 2 small stone outbuildings, to either side of which stretches a 5-foot high, 3-foot thick wall of jumbled stones, held together with mortar. Blocking the road are iron gates attached to the outbuildings by rusty hinges. They do appear to be unlocked. Viewed through the gates, the stone abbey stands quiet. Its 2 wings are joined by a 15-foot high curtain wall. A belfry protrudes from the rooftop of the closer north wing, which also sports a chimney billowing grey smoke. Let me just give you a quick visual. So you made your way up there. Yeah. What's that?
I can see the pub from here. That advert made it. That was from an advert for Castlemaine 4X, like back in like the 90s. That line, like guy falls down a cliff somewhere and lands up in a tree, and his mate's like running down, going, "Oh my god, all right." And he gets to the bottom, and he sees his blade stuck in a tree, and he goes, "I can see the pub from here."
It's not that ever lucky though.
Anyone got skis?
That's how we're making it down.
We have a Gron.
That's true. He doesn't have a suit of armour to ride,
just
ride up a
snowball down.
sledge.
Shall we enter?
Wait. Okay. Yep. You're at the gates. The gates, as I said, are
I'm waiting for Grom to kick them
unlocked,
open.
but
I was
closed.
literally about to say I want to try and SWAT kick these doors.
Has your rage not already gotten you into enough conundrums so far in this
My
town?
rage has never got me into any problems. What are you talking about?
His short-term memory is really good as well.
Perhaps one too many blows to the head.
Or 17 too many gallons of ale. Or a little from column A, a little from column B.
Nice little cocktail we've got going.
Neither are good for the mind.
Heat trauma and alcohol.
Sounds like a tradie.
It's alright, Grom can't even spell concussion.
That's right.
Hasn't updated to the latest dictionary. And the Wi-Fi reception's not good in Barovia.
Can't hear you if you can't spell it.
I was waiting also for this to be a proper Charlie Brown moment where you take a run up and do like this flying kick, and one of us just pushes the door open. You go sailing.
Sailing through it.
So you can see before you the gates unlocked but closed. The snow leading into the compound. You see buildings, of which one to the north has smoke billowing from the chimney. And the remainder are
It doesn't really
quiet.
matter if the gate's locked or not. The wall's only 5 foot high. We can just go over it. Take the unconventional approach.
What? What's that? Hang on. What's that here though?
You hear strange noises from the buildings.
Okay, I definitely kick the door open, like kick the gates
Sounds
open
like
now.
someone is in distress.
So you
Okay.
Spider kick those gates open.
As you kick the gates open,
The fuck is that?
shit,
Ooh.
you place those down.
Is that the abominable snowman?
Who are you? What do you want?
Well, we're not deaf.
Screams incredibly loudly. Two really bizarre creatures
Ooh. What was it? Oh,
that greet
Sweet cosplay, dude.
You won't like me when I'm angry.
Furries. I knew it.
This is a den of stinking evil.
What you see before you is something that is 4 feet 9 inches tall and squats instead of standing upright. It looks like a beardless dwarf with patches of donkey flesh covering his face and body. You note he has one human ear and a wolf's ear, and a protruding wolf's snout and fangs. His arms and hands are human, but his legs and feet are somewhat animal. And he has a donkey's tail. He wears a plain wood cloak. His companion, also about 4 foot 7 inches tall. The left side of her face and body is covered with lizard scales. The right with tufts of grey wolf fur. Between those tufts is a pale human skin. One of her eyes is that of a feline, and her fingers and hands resemble cat paws, with opposable thumbs. She has a gruff voice and wears a grey cloak with a black fur trim. She is the one who has said, rather loudly, "What do you want?"
Have I sort of kicked the door open?
Yeah.
Gron just, oh yuck, what the fuck? What was that?
There's no way to talk about Aaron.
That Aaron would have similar. Ugh, gross. Ugh.
I'm guessing these must be the Mongol folk we were told of.
Don't call us that. What do you want? Do you have an appointment?
Do we need one?
The male Siegfried, of course they need one.
Okay, who do we make one with?
We have an appointment. What are you talking about, mate? Yeah, we got one.
What was the abbot?
Yep.
The male goes, the abbot? An appointment with the abbot? Oh. Okay. Well, and then the female goes, well, we must take him to him.
Sure.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Well, And they natter between each other. And then... Oh, come with us!
Oh,
Okay.
come on then.
And they lead you down a track.
Keep your wits about you, kids.
As we're going down, I'm glancing over towards the graveyard and trying to basically ascertain whether or not they've all been dug up or if it's an actual proper graveyard or not.
Stunted pine trees grow out of the rocky earth in the graveyard near the foundation of the Abbey's north wing. The windows of the structures are cracked. Ancient gravestones burst from a thin crust of snow in the yard. Beyond the low wall that surrounds the graveyard, the ground falls away. The village lies 400 feet below, and the view is breathtaking. Hang on.
Ah, yes, walls.
And scarecrows.
Hang on.
Those were the crazy.
No. Okay, I thought I had a picture. It's really hard to see because the thumbnails are not large. I did have a picture of the graveyard. Clearly I didn't. Okay. Hold up. As you enter, you hear strange screams. The graveyard, as I said, to the north. The creatures continue on, as does Esmeralda, and the rest of you can move yourselves. Esmeralda comes to here. A 15-foot high curtain wall joins the Abbey's two wings. Behind its battlements, two guards stand at attention, their features obscured by fog. Below them, set into the walls, a pair of 10-foot tall wooden doors, reinforced with bands of steel. To the right of these doors, mounted on the wall, is a tarnished copper plaque, which I believe you saw in the video. It says, the Abbey of St. Margaret. May her light cure all illnesses.
Saint who, sorry?
Marketal. I think that's the same name as the...
The Raven Keepers,
Yeah.
Do you push open the doors?
Yeah, God wants to
I
find
know
out.
that you guys haven't joined Esmeralda, who's actually at the
Where-
doors.
Oh, where is she?
Uh,
See her on the map.
yeah, sorry, I'll move those guys forward.
Oh, there we
there
go.
we go.
Yeah.
Yes, no, Cub's gonna go. That's where the screaming is coming from?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Cub's gonna jump, break, like, trying to open the door.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Okay. I'll just adjust that for you guys. Just a sec.
Can I see if
So
I
what you see now is the courtyard there. There's a well, bunch of things, but round to your right is where this multi-story aspect of the abbey with smoke coming out of the chimney is.
Can I tell whether the screams are of distress or of excitement?
Give me a perception check.
Okay. 20. Dirty 20.
So they're of neither. They just seem to be inane screaming, much like a bunch of children in your house all day, which is what I've endured.
So I'll just put a hand on Cup's shoulder and just go, calm down.
I'm gonna sort of point at one of these people and you there, freak. What is that noise? Why are they screaming?
To who, sorry?
It's one of the
The two that are escorting you?
yeah.
So,
Making friends is all.
I'm not Creek. Otto. Otto is my name, says the male.
Mm-hmm.
Siegfried. That's my name, says the female.
So you're the sick freak.
Siegfried. You said freak.
Yeah.
There are many freaks here. And they both like start chuckling.
Don't know what these ones. Why are they screaming? What's all the screaming about?
I'm hungry.
Don't know.
Bored. Hungry. Bored. Come, Abbott. You have an appointment now? Yes?
Yep. Right now.
Come. So as you sort of get into the inner gatehouses, you note that there's this like thick fog that fills the courtyard, and it swirls as if it's eager to escape itself. It's surrounded by a 15-foot high curtain wall on which stand several guards with their backs to you. Or so it seems at first. It's clear now that these guards are merely scarecrows. Wooden doors to the north and east lead to the Abbey's two wings. In the centre of the courtyard is a stone well fitted with an iron winch to which a rope and bucket are attached. Along the perimeter, tucked under the overhanging wall, are several stone sheds with padlocked wooden doors, as well as 3 shallow alcoves that contain wooden troughs. 2 wooden posts pounded into the rocky earth have iron rings bolted to them, and chained to one of them is a short humanoid with bat wings and spider mandibles. The quiet is shattered by horrible screams coming from the sheds.
So
Your guides now head to the north.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
what direction did you say those sheds were, sorry?
Hang on. Let me just lock that.
Yeah.
Well, once you come in, you'll be able to see. So your 2 guides take you. Esmeralda goes there. 2 guides are heading there. So the sheds are here.
Are you going in as well, Cup?
Mm-hmm.
There's a door here to the north wall, and down here is another door. You can see.
Aaron's going to kind of tug on Cub's robe, or whatever you wear, pajamas, and just say, keep them occupied for a second. I want to check this out. And I want to see if I can slip away, to see if I can get a... This is Aaron, to see if I can slip away to have a stealthy look at these sheds, to see what's in there.
Okay, give me a stealth check to see if you can slip away.
Ooh, 29.
29?
Let's go plus 10.
Jesus. So basically the horse troughs are badly
Didn't
rotted
even notice.
and they fall apart if you would handle or jostle them. But nothing else of interest.
Okay. You just sneak back.
Excellent. What a great roll.
I thought you said there was screams coming from them.
No, there's screams coming all around.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense, because I thought they'd come from the sheds.
Screaming horse trough.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry if I misinterpreted that.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
no, the screams, as you can sort of hear in the background
Yeah.
noise, are just coming all around now that you're inside this enclosure. They seem to be coming from the south, from the north, from the east, from the west. There's just this crazy yelling, calling, muttering. It just surrounds you.
Okay.
Gives you kind of a chill.
So just your kind of typical church.
Also, what is it that happens here?
Oh, you can see the abbot. That's what happens. You see the abbot.
Very-
Come. Do not feed them. Do not feed them. Come. And he continues on his way now towards the north. Actually, let's get that. He comes up here to the door. And his companion follows as well.
Just updating.
This is not too easy.
Is Cubs skin meant to be that colour?
I just picked a thing. He's just like a he's meant to be like a very tanned, that was like the first ball I could find.
Oh right. Oh, because I just thought because you're a variant human, eh? I just thought
Yep.
maybe.
Nah, he's like, he's like very tanned from like many years like in the sun doing like
Get that leathery,
yeah,
trade Queensland.
he's like leathery skin, very kind of like very toned and kind of like the stringy kind of, you know, wiry kind of muscles type of thing, like very little body fat but like very toned, like muscular but not like more so from like not like working out muscles type of thing, but like yeah, like he's like skinny fit.
in shape.
Yeah.
No. We're standing at the door. I'm going to go and open the door.
Cool.
The door opens. To your right.
And you all die.
Oh yeah, can you move back, Osborne? Yeah, because I'm touching you. Right, there we go. The door opens. You see before you, but more importantly, you hear before you, gentle sounding music trickles down from above, played on a single string instrument by some unseen master. The ground floor is open. 50-foot square room with arched leaded glass windows. A cauldron sits on an iron rack above a fire and a hearth, while above the fireplace mantel hangs a golden disc engraved with the symbol of the sun. In one corner, a wooden staircase climbs to the upper level, while in another, a stone staircase descends into darkness. Several chairs surround a wooden table that stretches nearly the length of the room. Wooden dishware and gold candelabras are neatly arranged for the table, standing behind which is a young woman with alabaster skin dressed in a torn and soiled red gown. Her auburn hair is neatly bundled so as not to touch her soft shoulders. She seems lost in her own thoughts. A handsome young man in a brown monk's robe gently takes the woman by her hand. A painted wooden holy symbol that depicts the sun hangs from a chain around his neck. He moves with the grace of a saint. Let me just see. I should have this for you. That's where you went in.
Mm-hmm.
That's the scarecrows. That's where you went in. That is the best I can do for the room that you're looking at.
Very Christian symbology going on in there.
Staff and chaos, fucking whatever on the wall.
And you've got
Sign.
those two creatures.
That just looks like one of the things you find in old buildings to keep the walls from collapsing.
Alright, I'm just going to go pee. I'll be back in a sec. And I'll come back with the 2 minis for that, but that's essentially where you're at. So if you come into the hall, you can see stairs descending down to your right, the stairs ascending up to your left. Large table, interesting looking dude, female with alabaster skin, and her auburn hair tied in a knot. They seem quite engaged with each other, and when I come back, he will cease looking at her and turn his attention to you all.
Whoever
Seafried are going to come in and go, "Your 10:30's here."
whoever wrote Curse of Strahd really has a thing for like redheads. Like, yeah. Like, there's a lot of
Yeah.
Well, alabaster, isn't that like white?
white redheads with white skin. Because there's also
Irina with a red head.
yeah.
Esmeralda.
She looks like Tatiana Esmeralda's.
Esmeralda's
Everyone's
like
like Tatiana. Everyone's throwing the air red.
Well, it is supposed to be Strahd's new bride. So he's obsessed with.
Oh yeah, I wonder if it was. Oh, so she's made of bits.
I can tell, Jesse. Are you going to try and kill this person too? You convinced
What do you
us
mean
that yes.
try?
There's no morning lord here.
He might not be the morning lord, but he'll be the morning lord.
He looks like that.
That's look like soap.
He turns his gaze to you. Ah, welcome, travellers, to the Abbey of St. Mark. I'm the abbot, the caretaker of this holy place. How may I assist you?
See, you're the one making all these freaks.
He chuckles. There are many rumours about me.
The rumours standing outside the fucking door. There's two of them.
While the conversation's happening, Clank is casting Detect Good and Evil.
Okay. I assure you, my intentions are pure. I seek only to restore balance and bring peace to Barovia.
What balance is this?
Ah. You see, the pool of light, which I believe you have visited, and the artifact your companion carries. These are of legend, but are no longer needed.
Why?
For I will bring peace to the land. And he turns and takes the hand of the woman that's standing next to you.
Does the woman bear any resemblance to Irina?
No.
How have you come to this conclusion that you will bring peace?
Ah, you see. Defeating Strahd is no simple task. He is deeply entwined with the very fabric of Barovia. But with the right tools and allies, perhaps it can be done. For you see, he seeks the perfect bride, and I have created her. And he lifts the woman's hand up, holds it like that.
What do you know of Strahd's interest, and why do you believe that this would be his perfect bride?
Well, you see, I seek to create a divine being, a bride for Strahd, one who can bring him back to the light, who can end his reign of terror without further bloodshed. It is a noble goal, is it not?
Noble, yet misguided.
You question my methods, but can you offer a better solution?
I question your methods because we have met someone who is, from what we have heard, resembles an incredible likeness to that which Strahd desires, and
Strahd desires this, and I have created her. Here, after much experimentation.
How do you know?
Is she not but perfect?
tell me, does she have a soul? Is this merely a flesh construct?
You see, you misunderstand. This is not about creating a monster, but about salvation. Strahd is as much a victim as anyone. He needs redemption, not destruction. And hence, the tool that your colleague carries is not required. How can I assist you in your journey here?
Aside from a bride, is there any other method you have pursued?
Yeah, he's going to slap backwards on him and see what happens.
I have tried to cure the many victims of Strahd. They are here. They are charges. Sorry, they are my charges. My flock. Victims of his cruelty and experiments. I have taken them in, offering them sanctuary and care. For sure they are imperfect, but they are not without hope.
So you didn't do that, Strahd did. Is that what you're saying?
I seek to cure them if possible. To offer them a semblance of peace and dignity. They deserve that much at least.
What cures have you created?
There is much you do not understand, travellers.
Hence why I
My
asked.
work here is not without purpose.
While this is going on, Cosron's just going to move towards in between these two staircases and just kind of listening out to see if he can hear something from downstairs.
Okay, roll perception check, Brian. I need to see you next door.
Do you want me to read the description again? Because we got it wrong last time, if you remember.
Okay, read the description again.
Okay.
Yes.
For the duration, do you know if there is an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or
Nice.
undead within 30 feet of you, as well as where the creature is located? Similarly, you know if there is a physical object within 30 feet of you that has been magically consecrated or desecrated. Okay?
And I got a nat 20 for this.
I got good ears.
Okay. Give me 2 seconds. Need to get. Oh, it's over there. Just need to get a quick reference before we go, so that I don't fuck up Brian's thing.
Been watching, I don't know if you've seen much of Second Wind, the YouTube channel. He used to be the escapist.
No.
Brian put a video on him for Fully Rambematic. It's this dude called Yahtzee, but they're doing a D&D campaign at the moment. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like they're going through, they ran into this dude who's got a shovel who is actually his best friend that was transformed into a shovel. And they're like, oh, well, we'll try the true love's best kiss thing. And so they try and convince the shovel, so he kind of uses his charisma to make the shovel believe that he's in love with it. And he kisses it, and the shovel's not impressed. And, it's pretty good.
I love when shit gets weird like that.
I've got a bit over the whole Dungeons and Daddies one because it just kind of got repetitive.
Yeah. Did you finish the first season?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the second season wasn't as good. The third season's been pretty good. They're doing Call of Cthulhu.
Oh, really?
Call of Cthulhu one, yeah.
Okay.
It's set in like the 50s as well. It's pretty cool.
Oh, what's the Vox Machina season 3 is coming out soon.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know if you've seen any of that yet.
I've seen the first 5 or 6 episodes.
The second season, mate, is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is pushed actually. I was enjoying that.
Yeah, I was saying, Yahtzee's doing a D&D campaign.
How is he?
Yeah, it's well worth a watch. It's pretty good.
Cool.
It's like Adventure is Nigh or something like that, they call it.
Oh, to look for that.
Oh, for goodness sake. It says, see the Creatures of Horror booklet, and it's actually not in there.
Wonder why we need that book. Thought we'd be a lovely dinner with these two.
Okay. I'll just do a quick D&D Beyond search and see if I can get back there.
I mean, he's been here a while and he looks pretty young.
Yeah, it's definitely up to some no shenanigans.
And you can never trust a priest.
Big guy.
Somebody have a bad experience with Holy Communion?
I assumed you were talking about Clank.
Oh, you know, priests.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
cleric is a priest, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is that, oh shit.
Yeah, but you're a shiny priest. There's a difference. Yeah, I'm waiting for the update 7 with the console coming out for DG3.
I saw a YouTube video earlier today that somebody, it's not going to help on console I don't think, but somebody on the PC side has already unlocked the modding tools that Larian have released to allow them to be used to create completely new material. So like new campaigns and stuff like that.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
I don't know how, it might get taken down if they complain about it, but the guy who was talking on YouTube said there's some speculation that Larian might have like left the lockpicks kind of near. So because they don't care, it's not their IP. It's
Well, they're not
Wizards
making
of the
it.
Coast.
Yeah.
They're
So
not making another one either. They're not
they're
involved
not.
in the next one, which is insane. How
So,
well done.
but they were also super cagey with people at PAX when they were asked what are they working on next, and they're all just like, oh, you know, something.
It's probably just Divinity 4.
I think they'd say if it was that.
Surely it's going to be something related.
I mean, Divinity's their IP. They can totally say that if they want to.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Interesting.
It could be like it's going to be an RPG because that's their bread and butter.
Because was Divinity?
It's
Like,
basically
same engine.
It's exactly the same.
Yeah, but like, it's not D&D though. It's like adjacent kind of, isn't it? Same mechanic. Like
same kind
I
of.
think it's the
ruling
same.
and
I think it's the
style.
same mechanics,
Yeah.
but different. Like it's not set in Faerun.
Yeah.
There's none of the Wizards of the Coast IP in it.
Okay, can you just read out your spell again, please?
Sure. For the duration, you know if there is an aberration, a celestial, an elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of you, as well as where the creature is located. Similarly, you know if there is a place or object within 30 feet of you that has been magically consecrated or desecrated.
Okay, of all the times for my intimate. Okay, here we go. Right. Okay.
We good to go?
Yes.
They reckon the patch 7 release is going to be 1st of October, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've been just itching to play Space Marine 2.
I bought it yesterday.
Have you played it yet?
I've played the first mission,
Is it
and
good?
it is everything you want it to be.
Looks so good,
Oh.
man. It looks fucking
You want to play it
fantastic.
on difficult
Oh, yeah?
because it is just brutal.
Yeah.
Like, because it's just the opening bit. You're in a bloody airship going in. The Tyranids hit it, and so it's just everyone gets
Chaos.
up, yeah. And then
so excited.
you walk around, and melee is a lot of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because one of my neighbours playing it as well, and he's saying that like it's just so good. The special kills and shit you can do are all so good.
Well, it's funny because you can do parries,
Nick?
but
I was right.
it doesn't really matter with a parry when there's 50 things ripping you to shreds. Because you
Yeah.
kill one, but you do the big sweeping attacks to knock them back.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Yeah.
good.
Do you remember the conversation about what the nature of him was?
Vaguely. But yeah, kind of, yeah. I remember being like, nah. And you were like, yeah. And then I was like, yeah.
Has anyone peered closely at the bride? Given that she's, well, we think sewn together from dead people, can anyone see the stitching?
Cub's question, but not really looked at her too much.
I only checked to see if she looked like a ringer or.
Did I hear anything messed up coming from down the stairs?
Oh yeah, there's plenty of messed up shit happening.
Okay.
Yeah. I can go back to the messed up slide. No, there's no stream. Okay. Right, there's messed up shit happening down below.
It's a bit of a Dorian Gray-esque.
So the abbot
Dorian Gray.
again
Is it?
says,
There's a
How may I
terrible
assist you,
looking
travellers?
portrait somewhere.
Well, after hearing all that crap from downstairs and upstairs, this place is not. Yeah, this is not a nice place, basically.
What was the answer to does she have a soul?
He didn't answer.
Oh, okay.
He said it didn't
Okay,
matter.
at this particular point, Cosron,
Mhm.
I need to do a Constitution saving throw.
16.
Excellent. Okay. How may I assist you, travellers? What is it you wish from me?
What was the main purpose that we came up with?
He wanted to come.
I just want to check the place out.
No.
I heard
Okay.
it's like Frankenstein type shit.
Yeah.
So speaking of, I'm going to peer very closely at the lady and see whether I can tell if she is actually a construct or not.
Okay, give me a perception check.
15?
Will you share that with your party, or is it something you want to know privately?
Let's keep it private for now.
Oh, Jesus. Sorry. Okay.
Otherwise I'm standing there going, look, she's a...
She's a redhead!
Did his bells ring for evil or not?
He's not telling us.
He knows it privately.
Well,
His thing was basically like it's either like the spell is like is it celestial, fiend, undead, blah 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 blah, which means it could either be celestial or fiend or demon or something. So have you discussed with Strahd making a bride for him?
I seek to create a divine being, a bride for Strahd. And yes, years ago, he did discuss with me, in confidence, lamenting his curse, and telling me that he wished nothing more than to escape Barovia. I have set about finding a cure for his malady, and I am convinced that it is in reuniting with the one that he loved. Yet she has gone. So I have created Basilica. The perfect bride for him. And I seek for them to be married soonest. I have asked the burgomaster below to assist with but a simple request. One that he and his good wife provide the most finest wedding dress, so that I may present Basilica to Strahd and bring relief to this land.
And should your plan not go as anticipated, would this not bring anger?
I do not see that as a possibility.
What's
I want to rid Barovia of its sickness by giving the devil his heart's desire. I can bring salvation to him and this land.
Blinded by your goal, perhaps you are.
What's the sort of facial expression of the wife as he is? Or as
Completely blank.
Just
A very subtle smile, as if Botoxed in.
okay.
Tell me, who are you? Or, if you don't mind me asking, what are you?
I am the abbot. I am here to serve the Morning Lord.
This is your title, yes.
I am here to serve the Morning Lord, and have done so for some time. Yes, I admit that my early experiments have brought pain, but I do seek to bring salvation to them as well.
While this is all happening, Cosron's just going to slowly make his way downstairs. Just at the top of the stairs there.
This mini kind of looks like, come on, come all.
Where do you go? Do you seek to explore? He says to you as you begin to descend the stairs.
Sure, and I just go around.
So you go ahead.
Well, I stand kind of at the top of the stairs, leading down, so not passing the threshold, but just so I can see down.
Please do not be rude. I have welcomed you into the Abbey. You are guests here. You may stay, or you may leave. I wish you no harm, but please do not intrude upon my...
You welcome us to an abbey filled with freaks and monsters, and a woman that's clearly been created of something. I mean no disrespect, but I do not trust you, and I would like to see the rest of this place.
And trust is something that is earned, and we have only yet met. Perhaps you should indulge me with some time, for I am sure that I can cure or bring some relief to those of you who are affected by a malady.
Is everyone looking at Grond? It's like nudging him forwards.
Touch me or rip your arm off.
For you misunderstand, this is not about creating monsters, but about salvation. Strahd is as much a victim as anyone. He needs redemption, not destruction. Is there anything that I can do for any of you?
I'm just going to remain where I am.
So that screaming has just been constant basically the whole time we've been chatting to him, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to go anywhere until I see about that screaming. That's not normal.
Where I am kind of at the bottom of the stairs, can I see anything downstairs at all, or is it a door, or...?
Yeah, just darkness beyond,
Just that?
but no door.
No door. Okay.
You expect us to trust you while there's just constant screaming going on?
Do not be alarmed by
The blood-curdling screams?
the creatures and once people who have sought refuge and salvation here. I have meant nothing but good for them, and I do care for them. They are troubled, yes, but do not mistake their cry for anguish or hatred.
I agree. It just sounds like fractious children to me.
I ask again, travellers, how may I help you? You have come to me. For nothing in this land is by chance. Your very existence here is by the Lord of this land's own will. And you must admit, he is everywhere.
Why does he not affect this town so much as every other town?
Because this town is blessed by the Morning Lord.
Indeed, you speak wise, my young, fresh metal man.
Well, this conversation's sort of been as well as happening. I just want Erin to sort of just wander around just to see, just looking at, like, he wants to look at that white thing over in the corner here.
Mm-hmm.
Just to see what it is. What is it?
You mentioned cures. What cures have you created? For what ailments?
Places there. Basically, it seems to be just like a table tucked underneath a what do you call those? Like you have above a fireplace.
Mantelpiece.
Mantelpiece, yeah. Thank you.
What's on it?
When you say it's a holy symbol of
No, that's above the fire.
Oh, it's above the fire.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the fireplace is behind there, but
Yeah.
yeah. Look, what you see above it is some holy symbols to the Morning Lord, and some old candles that are extinguished, and what appears to be a skull of some sort of bovine.
What about on the table? Is there food? Is there drinks? Is there or just random sort of
In
place?
front of the abbot, there actually is food on a plate. It's untouched.
Is there any food next to it for, say, the bride?
No.
Aaron's just gonna
So she's standing, so Basilica is standing, and Abbott is at this point still sitting.
Aaron's just going to make a comment of, so the bride isn't hungry. Seems like you haven't touched your food.
You see, we are in the middle of etiquette lessons, for I am teaching Basilica how to be the most perfect bride there is in this
In
land.
order to use the colouring in. Work from the outside in.
Does Gron wants to see if Basilica bears any resemblance to his arch enemy, Vasily.
Sure.
Vanilla
Roll a
balls.
perception check. No.
Well, there's not what
And she has rather plump breasts, stitched on, admittedly, but plump.
stitched on, you say.
It's not uncommon for women to have stitches.
Well,
And what troubles you? You have made the journey with some purpose. It is not by accident that you are here. How can I assist you? And perhaps you can assist me.
maybe you could take us a tour of what you do here.
What I do here is to try and bring hope to the Belleviews,
Oh, sounds
who
lovely.
inhabited this place when I arrived.
What can you tell us of Saint Martikov?
Sir Martikov, a great warrior against the darkness here, held out against Strahd's armies and was eventually dispatched by him. And then this place fell to ruin until my arrival. And piece by piece I have remade it in the shape and name of the Morning Lord, and honoured Zabatakov, who did perish here under the hand of Strahd.
How many perished with him? Or her? I don't actually know what sex Saint Martikov is, sorry.
Many perished with him. Yet the Bellevue family survived. And through, I must admit, ghastly experiments that have had many failures and some successes, as you have met with Otto and Siegfried.
They're all members of the Bellevue family, are they?
Yes, they are, and there are others, of course. Mazina, Mishka. They are all remnants of what was. And then there are many others that I have helped pursue a life better than death from the town below. The burgomaster and I have an agreement. He brings me wine, and at that point he reaches and lifts a wine glass, a goblet, in front of him and takes a sip. Albeit at the moment he does complaineth that he has no more.
No, the vineyard has ceased production.
Now see this news you bring me. Perhaps that is your purpose here. Tell me more about the vineyard.
The vineyard was overrun by misfortune.
A common tale in these lands. One which I hope to bring to a close. But Vasilica, will you assist me to to bring Basilica to Strahd. I have asked Dmitri and Anna to bring me the most perfect wedding dress.
Where do you think they'll get such a thing?
I have heard of the town Valaki, to the east.
Could
A
you
day.
not go there yourself?
I have many duties here that I must attend. I cannot leave. I entrusted this quest to Dmitri and his wife.
But they also have duties.
Forgive me. but what
Dmitri
you asked-
does indeed, but Anna has such fine taste. It is her that I entrusted this.
You wish her to
Task
travel to
to-
Valaki through the dangerous woods.
I do, but I trust that her husband will find adequate protection for her.
Seems
But
a
yet,
hard thing to
travellers,
come by.
I come back to. Why have you come?
I'd turn around and look at Cosron. Why have we come?
Seeing what's up here.
When we heard of the Abbey, I must say, what you do here at best sounds questionable, at worst sounded evil. And yet, we have come here with questions, and I do not think you have provided many answers or reasons for us to trust you.
Trust is earned. You have asked only but a mere droplet amongst the waters of this world.
And yet it is a two-way
So ask
street,
me
is it
what
not?
you wish to know.
Who are you? You've told us your title. Who are you? What are you? What cures have you made, as I had asked before? What do you do here? What is this place? What are the constructs here? All questions we have asked in this time that you have not answered. You
But
say
I have.
trust is earned. It is a two-way street.
Well, then one must listen with oust ears.
I
For I have attempted to bring some salvation to the people here, and I have admitted to you my failures in doing so. I have created from corpses and the twisted creatures that you hear this very moment. You hear the screaming and yelling and carry on of
None of this rings any
small,
bells.
annoying children, as Brian put it.
Any alarms?
Um,
Bank?
I admit my failures, but I care for them, and I care deeply for them. Some, as I've said before, like Otto and Siegfried, are more successful. Yet here, Basilica is the epitome of my work. She is exquisite, say not, and she will become Strahd's bride, of which he has for millennia wept at her loss.
You know he's currently obsessed with another woman within Barovia, do you not?
But surely it is the same. He misses his most beautiful auburn head.
As beautiful as your construct here is, she doesn't resemble the one that Strahd lusts for.
We shall see, shall we? For servitude and grace and devotion will soon replace the angst in his heart, and he will find peace. And this land shall surely be free.
Strahd doesn't seem like the kind of guy to see it.
I see. And have you met him?
Yes.
And have you spoken with him?
Yes.
Briefly.
Yes, I suspect so. I, many years ago, did treat with Strahd.
How many years?
Too many for me to count.
Basilica, how do you feel about your upcoming wedding?
Basilica sort of pauses, turns to you, and her somewhat artificial smile widens but a little. And the abbot speaks for her.
I did not ask you, Abbot.
She
I
is
asked Basilica.
looking forward to the day she meets her future husband.
I did not ask you, Abbot.
Please do not be rude in my domain.
Why don't you let the
speak
woman
for, you
speak?
speak for another. Are you not being rude yourself?
I guide this child. She is only new to the world,
You
and
groom.
she shall not be exploited by
You groom,
strangers.
you do not guide.
Call it what you wish.
Necromancy,
Perhaps.
a construct of the flesh with no soul and no will or mind of its own, to sell off as some cheap bride to Strahd. Surely does this not strike you as
You begin
causing
to
anger?
offend me. My goodwill is waning.
my
Companions
patience?
are
I
suggest
ask you
we
once
retreat.
more, is there anything else that I can do for you? For you
I
have
think
come
we've taken enough of the abbot's time. We should
You have
retreat
come
back
to
to
me.
the village.
with some purpose. Is it to free the mongrel folk? Is it to slay me? Is it to take this beautiful bride and claim her as your own and present her to Strahd? I do not know. I have been but nothing but gracious to you. Please, your hostility offends. I will ask you one more time. Is there something that I can do for any of you?
Cobb centers himself. We merely wish to see this bride that we were to get the dress for before she is presented to Strahd. Thank you for your time.
Indeed. Basilica, treat our guests. And Basilica goes and turns around, and from somewhere behind the abbot, in the glare of the fire, she brings out another plate of fruit, unseasonably fresh. And she begins to move to come round the table.
How do you grow this fruit? This is the only other place we have seen or heard of such successful crops has been the vineyard, historically.
Oh, you have travelled to the vineyard, says the abbot, as she now approaches, holding the plate of fruit. She places it down on the table on your side, in front of you, and then she turns and raises her hands like this and turns around slowly to give you a perception of the figure, I guess, which is what you asked.
I think we've taken enough of your time. Bid you good day and clank terms and starts walking out.
Thank you. We have broken our fast not too long. As my companion said, we have taken much of your time, and it is appreciated.
Indeed. If you may assist Dimitri, that would be favourable. And as I said, I'm saddened that I cannot assist you. For I wish to bring light to this place. But I thank you for your treaty and wish you well in your journeys, travellers.
Indeed. Thank you. And couple turn to follow flank if we're leaving.
And Grond,
Grant will turn and head towards the door. Yeah. Not convinced that all of this chat.
Okay. All right. So as you depart, you come back into the cold. Cosron. Constitution saving throw.
Gron's just gonna ask, say, Come and Clank, and say, so you two are almost ready to. Well, mainly pointing at Clank, he said you're ready to fight the party when I throw a statue into a lake, but we walk into a building of screams, and obviously something's not right.
We see the
And you were happy
most
to-
atrocities, and yet
You're happy to walk away like nothing.
I'm happy to accept his explanations of what's going on. He's a celestial. He is of heaven. So he has admitted that he has made mistakes here and he is attempting to rectify them. I see no reason to doubt what he's telling us.
except for digging up dead bodies, dragging through, deforming people, because that's real holy.
So you said necromancy earlier. Is that what you would call a resurrection spell?
Is the spirit willing? Did the Basilica have a soul?
A basilica isn't.
You can't be resurrected without the soul being willing.
Exactly.
That didn't seem like a resurrection. That seemed like something held together.
Celestials. One can fall.
I'm
from
assuming
grace.
that we're still like walking and leaving and not having this conversation.
No, you've left. You're outside. You're in the cold. Hence the Constitution
Yeah,
saving
no,
throw.
I mean like outside the abbey.
Yes. Oh no, you're
Not-
outside the door. You're inside the abbey courtyard.
Kank is still walking straight back the way we came in while he's having this conversation.
All right.
I, for one, was not comfortable with everything that was going on.
Well, let me put it another way. He has been here, as the villagers have said, for hundreds of years. That puts him as far beyond our power as I think it's possible for anyone to be. Whether or not you've got a problem with what's going on here, I think you'll be ineffectual in attempting to right it. And you would be foolish to try.
That's wise a counsel, isn't he? There's perhaps larger fish to fry. Although, that being said, Strahd is older still, is he not? And yet this is
No.
our intention.
Strahd is not older than the Abbot. Not even close.
And yet the abbot does its bidding.
No, he's not doing his bidding.
It's making a wife for Strahd.
In the belief that that will redeem Strahd. It's not because Strahd asked him to. We know full well that Strahd didn't ask him to. Strahd isn't interested in anyone but Irina.
But he said that he had conversations with Strahd, and
Many
In the
years
past,
ago, he said,
yes.
yes. How old do you think Irina is?
The solace we should take from this is that I do not believe that these constructs have souls. They're not people. It is as if you took two pieces of fabric and wove it together. Stolen
How many
fabric.
constructs have you seen? I've only seen one.
Have you heard many?
I said, how many have you seen?
The two that walked us here.
They were not constructs.
Not constructs.
No.
freaks.
You might not like the way they look, but that doesn't make them bad.
And their intelligence.
Yeah, they are intelligent. They spoke to us.
So parrot mimics speech. It's not necessarily a sign of intelligence.
To be fair, I saw more
Well,
intelligence.
do you want to start a research project?
I saw more intelligence
They're
from the
not
freaks
constructs.
than the lady inside.
They didn't parrot, and I might add, they responded to your questions.
So I feel like those ones outside are definitely alive. So we're just kind of
Might as well just leave.
accepting that this is all just a bit weird and just
Well,
Carry
we're
on.
not doing anything here, so you might as well. move
Unless
it.
any of you need any sort of
You know what you said about trust being something that's earned? He doesn't trust.
no.
I asked a couple of times what Q is and had 0 answers.
I didn't ask because I didn't want to,
Yeah.
but the Burgomaster's son, who died recently of an illness, clearly he's not very good at healing people, so...
This place upsets me. It upsets the balance of things. I do not wish to stay here. If we have no other business here, then we should leave.
Does anyone want to run down on the quest list for things to do next?
Take someone to Valaki and get a wedding dress.
Shopping.
There's a couple of people that want to go to Balaki.
So many people want to ride.
I do, says Esmeralda.
So we're doing the Valaki
Exhibit
tour,
A.
the Valaki tour bus.
Yeah. Or we have still got going to visit the Amber Temple to retrieve the history artifact that may tell us more about Strahd. I'm trying to list things that aren't in Valaki at the moment because there's also the book club that you wanted to go to.
That I got invited to.
There's a bunch of stuff to do in Castle Ravenloft. I'm assuming that's going to be low down the priority list for a while still.
Do we have any supplies to...
There is. We still technically have the retrieve other gems stolen by Bubba Saga. We also have to find out more about the Order of the Dragon that we found stuff for on one of the battles that we had on the river. We found an Order of the Dragon book or something on the donkey.
Oh.
Oh, the
Yeah.
one that fell out.
The one that took us to the tower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Otherwise, a lot of things are in Valaki.
Well, shall we...
Oh, also, there's still go back, kill the night hags at the Bone Grinder Windmill, and put a stop to their drug trade.
Is that on the way to Valaki, or that's
No,
That's a long way the other
Back
side
near
of
the
Valaki
circle.
from where we are.
Yeah. Might as well just go down the hill to start with.
Go
There's
and
no
meet
point
up
in
with
sitting
this-
in their courtyard.
Yeah.
We should go see and retrieve...
I'll just give you guys a quick map so you can refer to everything. If you just shift the journal, which is clearly not being done tonight, that's you guys are up that top little section there. That's Krezek.
This bit here.
Yeah.
Bone Grinder is all the way over there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Valaki's here. And as far as we know, the Amp Temple is like
Way
down here somewhere. We've got very vague
Is that
directions
towards,
to it.
was it Mount?
Mount Gakis or something like that.
Mount Garcus, yeah.
So that's where we think the Amber Temple is down towards that.
Yes, we know it's down that way. We've been told it's on.
Yeah.
What we don't know is if the Amber Temple's actually where we want to go. We've got, it's like vague prophecy stuff. What was it? This card tells of history. Knowledge of the ancient will help you better understand your enemy. What you seek lies in a pile of treasure beyond a set of amber doors. I mean, it sounds favourable, but that's all we've got to go on.
Well, I think we should pack up old mate's wife and head
And
to
so
Valaki.
Rogan, can you just give me a quick Constitution saving throw?
24.
Oh, okay.
Feeling
You
good?
don't stop and attempt to scratch your ear with your leg.
One can only lead the horse. Anyway.
Wash my what?
Wound in the pool.
What wound?
Your ganky nipple that you keep showing us.
I showed one person. How'd you all know about my nipple?
Word carries.
Yeah, no, I feel fine. I feel like I just rolled a 24. So.
If you trusted the necromancer, you could have your nipple removed and replaced with a.
With someone else's.
Could have got a nice set like that.
You could have had some new nipples stitched on.
So at this point, you guys have gone back to the town,
Yeah.
and you note that the feast is in full swing, and the mayor Dimitri comes out and come! How was the abbot?
Weird as fuck.
Yes. Would you like some food? Will you stay with us long?
Before anyone can answer, Gronda's beelined it for wherever the food is.
Yeah. Did the abbot do any miracles for you?
Yeah, blew my fucking brain apart.
I thought
You already
were on your way
gone.
to the food.
You just said you got the food.
That was
So
Aaron.
Good save.
nice
Good
call.
save.
Nice call. Oh, what happened there? Hang on. Something. My PowerPoint, my keynote crashed. What?
Did it?
Right.
It looked like
Yeah.
you dragged. It looked like you dragged it off the window.
No. It just like it died.
Nobody
It
can
was
make
so
presentation software. Not Apple, not Microsoft.
weird. No. That was very weird. Maybe it just timed the fuck out. It just said, you
Because
know,
nobody knows what presentation people want. It's like they just want pictures with music and animations and
Yeah.
links.
I've forgotten what else I was going to say now.
I love that. Anyway,
So are we heading to Valaki? Is that what we decided on?
I don't know.
I think-
Oh, I know what I was going to do. I was going to ask the Burgomaster quietly if the abbot offered to help his child.
the abbot looks down and brings you to the side. He says, "Yes,
But he couldn't help.
no, he took our son. We buried him, and the next day we came out and his grave was dug up.
Did he try to help him before he died?
We did, no,
No?
we cared for our son, it was quick. But
Sorry.
once he passed, we buried him in our backyard. And the next morn, the grave was dug up. The abbot's mongrel folk perhaps have come again to take.
But
Then
just-
the abbot came to us that very hour and offered us some salvation for it was our last son.
What form
last
did
child.
his salvation take?
He asked us, as we have asked you, for Anna to find
That's not salvation. He asked you for
a wedding
favour.
dress. And in return, he will return our son to us.
Oh. Feels like extortion.
New friend's a hell of a guy.
I didn't say I was his friend. I just don't want to mess with him.
Not sure if that's it. I think it is. Just give you another intro to the township that you're in. The well, the bottom.
All over the place. Kind of weird.
I like the township part, but the up the hill, weird.
a grave that's dug up.
I'm going to regret asking this, but what is it that Esmeralda thinks we're going to do when we get to Valaki and find her old boss?
She turns to you with a glint in her eye, holding
I already
the hilt of the gun. With with being reunited with my master, we will be unstoppable. With you at our sides, we will storm Ravenloft.
What? That's the plan. You're just going to storm.
This is
Destroy
what
Strahd.
we're dealing with.
Perhaps we shall not storm, but
Hadn't you just come from there when we met you and had your
my
ass
master,
your ass kicked?
my master Van Richten, he will know what to do and how
Esmeralda,
best.
do you know how to
There's
use
the grave
that thing?
again. Just saying. Anyway,
Do you know how to use that thing?
yes.
A demonstration, if you will.
She massages the shaft.
Shake weight.
She takes it and with her right hand she flicks it and a blade that is as bright as the sun springs from the hilt. I have held this and communed with it. I feel you made the right choice to give this to me. For I shall
Fucking idiots.
save you and save this land and prove to my master that I am
Power of
worthy.
Grayskull.
That I am worthy. Or that she drops it down and the blade extinguishes.
Why, if you said that sword shines with as bright as the sun,
Correct.
can we use it to grow food? Fuck.
I mean,
I mean,
She just looks at you and just goes, and then she like looks to Cup, and then Cosron, and then sort of kind of at Clank, and then down to Aaron, and goes, mouth sort of.
says that what sounds more outlandish? Using a sword as bright as the sun to grow food, or storming Ravenloft with 5 people?
I'm imagining that in between like a turkey leg. I'm just flying.
Well, she comes back. She comes back.
That was
and-
Erin again.
She goes back. Perhaps we shall not storm, but Rudolf van Richten, he will know how to strike the heart of Strahd. He will know and guide us. Together, we will be able to do this.
so
One
your
thing
big
I've-
plan.
And
is
whilst
to
you
ask
may
someone
wear
for a
red
plan.
shirts in the Star Trek universe, you will be instrumental in the downfall of Strahd.
He is the only one in red, right?
The one thing I want
correct.
to know. The one thing I want to know from her master is how he got rid of her the first time. 'cause
I can't believe it. He hasn't failed a Constitution save yet. So
You clearly made them too easy.
And do you believe in the prophecies of this Madame Eva?
I'm Vistani,
Hmm.
of course.
So you
We can see and feel the future.
so,
Some better than others, and Madame Eva is renowned to be the best.
So you understand that if we are to put stock in this prophecy, that we have a few more tasks ahead of us before we, as you say it, storm Castle Ravenloft.
Perhaps that is true. But I suggest that we hasten to Rudolf van Richten and seek his guidance to add to your esteemed knowledge as well.
How did you get into the castle?
You see, I did not take the direct route.
That's kind of what I'm asking. How did you get in?
I claimed the cliffs
Whoa.
from Barovia and made
That was
entry.
a hell of a climb, right? From
Oh, it was
the pictures.
indeed. It was
I
indeed.
call bullshit.
And I made my way.
A blade is forged not by full heat of the forge, but by tempering the steel. Temper your eagerness. We have much ahead of us.
I tell you my truth.
I'm just
They did
wondering
climb
if there's a
the
way we could
cliffs.
sneak in,
and enter into the deepest,
like
darkest
you know,
depths
loot,
of the
loot
castle.
the cellars and fuck off again.
Luke the Cellar's Gron's like, yes!
Yeah.
There's probably wine in there.
What are we doing here?
But I thought if she had some sneaky way in. For the record, Clank is not down with like scaling a 1,000-foot cliff to climb in that way. If that is genuinely how she got in, I thought she had like a more cunning way than that. But
Yeah.
Cunning like a fox.
I wish I could tell you, but it was the only way I could make it.
right,
For I wanted to
Forget
prove
that.
myself to Rudolph that I too can enter the impenetrable.
I have not a death wish to prove myself to some master. There are many tasks to be undertaken, and I believe Vasvalaki is on our way. Perhaps we are best to retrieve this other gem first.
really, why?
I think we should. I will say,
We already know that they're cursed, apparently.
I think we should.
I'm happy to do anything. Let's just go kill something.
Do we want to check out the grave that keeps popping up on screen and
Not particularly.
I can point it out?
No, that was just the grave that was dug up of the Burgomaster's son,
Yeah.
who's the abbot has promised, because the abbot can, resurrect, remove lycanthropy and curses and stuff. But he offered.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Oh,
You know what else cures lycanthropy?
Beer.
Death.
Also beer.
But don't worry, he'll resurrect you.
Hey.
He might have some bad parts, a lizard face, but
All right, team 2201. We are.
Done for the evening.
Oh.
Do you want
Excellent.
Hey, at least a drunk werewolf would probably be easier to fight.
Did you want to keep Esmeralda, or do you want me to take her back over there?
No, you keep it.
He wants to fight a werewolf at all, let alone
No,
a drunk.
I feel like that's
That's right, I won't be fighting it.
That session went a lot more.
So basically, it is about midday-ish, 12:30ish. On day 10, you've returned from the abbot.
We're having lunch.
This feels like this is the most game time we've spent with the least amount of daylight used. It's like every other session, it feels like, right, it's dark now.
you're fucked.
What are you doing now?
What are you gonna do? Go to sleep? Good luck with that.
So we're going to pull up to the Burgomaster's wife and be like,
Have we got a deal for you?
we're going shopping.
Right, okay, well that was interesting as usual. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
I shall